I'll say do like $800 to him a month.
Okay. So 225 purchase, buy as is, 11K down, 800 a month to use, 7-year balloon, buyer pays all closing costs and agent commission involved. I did not see those high rents in the area.
Just say, and I need to pay tax and insurance on top of that. So I need to make sure I have cash.
Should pay tax and insurance
on top of it.
Top of that 800.
Yep.
I'm seeing rates.
I don't think we need to say that, and just say I need to cash flow. So I need to cash flow.
Yeah. Cash flow if I'm coming up and if I'm giving you more on that purchase price. Or should I even say that?
No, just say you need to cash flow.
Okay, cash flow.
That's it.
Okay, so we got 225. I did not see those high rents in the area, and I need to pay tax.
$700 to the seller. So
$700 a month. All right. How's the meeting, Tyler? You're on mute. I don't know if you know that.
Sorry, I'm bad at that. Not bad quick. He had his kid with him, so he had to run. But yeah, I just had to get some balances moved around and then update my fixed price. So I need to do my counties and redo it. Because right now they're just Ohio. So I need to have my assistant ChatGPT help see what counties I need.
So did he tell you, like, if you do this, you could get the price at this?
I was already set up, and I said, so I'll be set at that price if I do this. And he's like, yeah. So
what price is it? Similar to mine, or a little bit more, a little bit less, or
what's yours? 100?
Yeah, about 100. Yeah, or yes, 100.
Mine's like 120.
But you're not adding a shit ton of counties like me, right? You're adding just a little bit more than what you have.
I'm going to delete like 30 or so and add like 30 or so.
How many total will you have? Because I think I have about 250 total to get that lower price. So I was curious with you, how many did you have to niche down to,
100.
That's not that bad. 100 counties, 120, like that's good, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's just as good as anywhere else, if not better. I've been getting my property leads. They've been coming in.
Hey, Dub. What's up, buddy?
Not much. Tom sent me this this lot in Coleman. So that's close to Waco, is that right?
I believe so. You know Texas better than I do. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'll put myself on mute.
Oh, you're good, bro. But yeah, Tyler, keep going.
Sorry, what was I saying about the counties?
I forgot. You said about you got.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have like 78 now. I'm gonna go in and take out, I don't know, at least 20 or 30 or 40, and then add in. I mean, shit. Probably by the end of it, I might be closer to like 130 because I'll have a lot in Texas and a lot in Florida. I mean, Florida, I feel like I'll have a shit ton. Then Texas, I'm just going to surround the major areas. I'm going to use old ChatGPT. Isn't that what you said you did too?
Yeah. So what I did was we looked at RJ's, like what areas to wholesale, right? All 50 states in the rank. So we looked at RJ's ranking and we wrote down like the best states for wholesaling. And we added those and a little bit more just to add more counties with population. But I took all those specific states, I threw them in ChatGPT. I said, out of these states, list the most populated counties in those states by alphabetical order. So, if you got Texas, California, Florida, it'll add like maybe 10 on each of the top ones. And I just add those.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll turn that bad boy on. And so Do you have to pause yours a lot? Like, do they come in crazy, or what's the rate of like? Do you just keep it running and you're good?
Yeah, I just keep it running. Then when I get a lead, I turn it off. When I get done working on it, I turn it on. If I'm done for the day, I turn it off.
Okay, so you are turning it off at some points.
Yeah, kind of like proper leads.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was making sure. Property leads, I just been toggling mine from low bid to high bid as I need them. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, damn, I got another lead. One, 4, 2, 2. Hotel. Looks like this is a shitty motel. Came through.
A lead?
Yeah. It don't even look like it's the real owner though. It's probably a refund. Let me call him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there ain't even anywhere to comp this. I'm just going to have to. I don't think it's even the owner though. So.
Are you calling? So I sent that seller finance offer to that guy, and he says, I'm an agent, so I have to list it per my brokerage. That makes no fucking sense. Like, just because you're an agent, you could sell off market, I believe. Like, what kind of dumb rule is that? I could be wrong, though. It says, I'm an agent, so I have to list it per my brokerage. Current mortgage is 780 and second mortgage is 300, so that won't work. It's all good. I'm not in a rush. Check back in a year. I said, dang, that sucks with those realtor rules. What if I just took over that mortgage and gave you some money down? How much is the balance? But yeah, like, being an agent, you have to list it per your brokerage. Like, that makes no sense. Like, if I sold a property, I would not tell my brokerage. Like, who cares? Fucking real estate agents have so many rules. So lame. But I'm not an agent anymore. Dumb.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I think, well, at least me and some people don't do it is because you have to have your license in a brokerage. So like they have to get a cut on everything.
I know, no, I agree with that, but like you're selling your own property.
Oh, if you sell your own?
Yeah, so I sent him a seller find and said, hey, Michael, just called, ran some numbers to come up to that your purchase price. I said 225K purchase, buy as is, 11K down, blah, 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 right? Says I'm an agent, so I have to list it per my brokerage. I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, why? Like that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Maybe someone in the chat could elaborate on that, but like just because I have my real estate license, it's not active, and it hasn't been for a long time, but if my license is active and I want to sell my own house, like why can't I just transfer the deed through title without? It makes no sense. I don't get it. Caesar, do you know anything about that?
I didn't hear. What was it?
So I sent a seller finance deal to a agent because he's selling his own house. So I said, cash won't work. Maybe we could get creative. And he said, okay, send me your offer. And I sent them a seller finance offer. And he says, I'm an agent, so I have to list it per my brokerage.
What?
Yeah, I'm thinking like, no, like how?
No, you don't. Yeah. Is it his house or is he selling it?
It's his house and he's selling it.
Yeah. That's weird.
And why do
I definitely wouldn't. That shit was loud outside. I gotta get some more food, man. I'm hella jittery. I'm gonna step aside for a second, guys.
sounds good, man? Okay, I said, and why do you have to tell your broker to sell your own house off market? Seems dumb, but I don't know all the rules. Have on.
That's me. If it comes to the realtor and legalities and stuff, I don't know.
No, it's a fucking joke. So on this guy, I'm just gonna put him in a 30-day follow-up until he texts me back begging me to buy his house.
So let's see. Sent push.
3-day auto text. Cool. Okay. Opportunities. What's today? Thursday? Oh, it's Wednesday. So Tom, Carl. Oh. And cool. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see here. It's called James. Jamal, why would he pay commission on his own house to the broker? Yeah, it makes no fucking sense. I don't know. Like I get if you put your house on the market, maybe the broker would want a cut of it. I totally understand that, but like off market, like fuck that. Like fuck the broker. It's like I'm going to trade a stock without my broker because I don't need their help, and I'm just going to sell my own stocks. Like, so dumb. Oh yeah, let's talk to was it James? Okay, yeah. Hey, James. Just called. Say the highest I can go is 190K. When that agent just called, the highest I can go is 190 and buy as is. Send. Oh yeah, that realtor texted me back. Let's see what they said. Say I have an agreement with my broker because I own a team of 5 agents. Any property transfer has to go through them. I have the ability to adjust commissions to minimum levels, but it does have to be on MLS for 24 hours. All that is easy. I owe 150K on the house. Like, damn, that sucks. Say, damn, that's lame. Damn, that's lame. It's lame.
All right.
Damn, that's lame. Worse than Uncle Sam reaching in your pocket. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's lame. So are you open to just doing a sub-2? What's everyone working on today? We got 12 people watching just on YouTube. Today's Wednesday. What's everyone working on? Making calls, cold calls, PPL, sending out contracts, negotiation on Dispo. What's everyone working on? Drop in the chat.
Hey, John, long time no talk. How's everything going, buddy?
Did you get? I think I sent you something yesterday.
I just saw it. I think you might have sent it to me earlier this morning or something. Hold on. You sent me the pictures for the Helen Drive property. For Helen Street, right? Yeah, perfect. Okay, let me double check on that. So yeah, I got it. So cool. So it's vacant now. How much were you looking to get for that property again, John? Well, since you're a fair investor yourself, after.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it needs a little bit of love, that's for sure. I don't know. What do you think? Are you in the market for something like that?
Yeah, those are the type of houses that we absolutely love to buy. And I definitely have a lot of partners in that area that would love to pick that up with me. That's why I called you right back, man. Yeah, great questions. And I know we haven't talked in a while, but if you remember, I'm out of Austin, Texas. And so whenever I buy properties outside of my market, I always like to partner with local investors for one reason only. I just want to make sure I have a set of eyes on my project at all times. It's just a great way for me to protect my investments. You know what I mean? Like with the pictures that you sent me, this is pretty much a full rehab. And I just want to make sure that I have someone that can drive down there within 15 minutes and make sure my guys are working. You know what I mean? So yeah. So whenever I buy properties outside my market, I partner with local investors.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm getting offers that are, anywhere from they're the low 80s on that now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, what?
That's after they want to see the picture. So, that's where we're at. I'm not sure if that's ballpark or no.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, because let me double check. What's the square footage on this again?
Oh gosh, I'm thinking somewhere around 1,200 plus or I think it's 1,200ish.
1,200, right? Okay. And then it's how many bedroom and bathroom is it again? It's a 3-2. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me just look around. And question for you. I mean, you said you've gone multiple offers already. I mean, why haven't you taken one, or what would make you choose me over the others?
I'm not going to sign any documents until people basically have I signed with someone. I've got someone that
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. I don't sign documents, and then you just have to go and hire somebody to go over there and look at it. So we're waiting for all that stuff. So each time I do it, I've got a 5 or 7 day contingency. If something comes up, and I don't know. I honestly don't know what he's going to play. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'd rather have people look at it and then make an offer than offer and go look at it. Unless that's what you guys do.
Yeah. No, I understand. Well, I mean, I can take a look at it right now. Give me 1 second.
No. I mean, get somebody to walk around and look at it.
Yeah.
Another inspection after you sign the document, right?
Yeah, we'll definitely do another one. Yeah, we'll do like just a couple. Pretty much all I'm doing is just getting to local investors that would partner with me on this deal. I mean, you've got pretty good pictures. You know what I mean? Like, if we have to be off at some point, it's not going to be that far off. I mean, I'm going to make you an offer where I feel like it's going to move with me and my investor, and we're ready to rock and roll. I mean, I think you and I have talked about multiple times where, I don't dick around. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Right. But still, I feel I really would like to have someone see it and say, yeah, are good, but they're not everything. So that's the only thing. The guy who plays over there and takes them up and down. I'm actually waiting to back from him. You know, but I'll have a pretty what they want on it. The agency needs to offer, and I don't know, I just think that I don't have to worry about too much other stuff, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right.
So that's the thing. I just don't want to. Maybe I should be. I should go and sign one and tie it up for 5 days or 7 days, but then I got to call it back in or call me back in or whatever. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm stuck right now. So that's where I'm couple days that I can hopefully go. But you can tell me what I have it.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I'm just looking at something real fast. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There's a lockbox. There's a lockbox on it.
There is. Got it. Okay. And then you still want to close on this after the year to help with your taxes, or you want to close on this quickly?
No, I'm going to do it.
After the year, right?
Yes.
What question for you? Go ahead. No, go for it.
Let's just say, like, you guys want to do something like that. I don't want to put myself in that position. I honestly don't.
What's your question? You lost me there for a second. No, doesn't matter. I mean, I'd rather close on it quicker, but I also understand your situation. That's why that was my first question. You know what I mean? I'd be more than happy to help you out. If I can help you out and I can get a pretty good deal out of it, then that's a win-win situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if I just don't want to not receive the money in 2024.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, we can either close on January 1st, or we can do kind of like seller finance where you hold the note and then we just pay you all out on January 1st. Either way, we can make it happen where it doesn't hit you for 2024.
Yeah, that's my concern.
You know what I mean? Got you. Well, let me ask you. I mean, if it comes down to your neighbor, when I say your neighbor, the guy that lives down the street from that property, and me, I mean, what's going to be the decision factor for you? Okay. I mean, what's a magic number for you today for you to go with me instead of anyone else? Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay.
So I was very tempted to go ahead and sign that, but I just can't because I don't want to. I just they're going to do the inspection anyway. They might as well do it before they waste all the time with sending me the documents that they sent to us.
Yeah. I got you. All right. Well, if I send you an agreement for 86, you be able to move forward with me today? Just a quick 14 days. Maybe even sooner. Maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't more than 7 because that just locks me up and then I'm spinning my wheels and waiting for stuff to happen.
Okay. Why don't we do this? What's today? Today is the 6th. Can you give me a contingency till Thursday of next week? So there's just one extra day.
Concerned about going to have to let them take it off the phone and even screw them just because you're the latest 7 times on the phone. It's not fair to them. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only reason why I'm asking is because looking at the pictures, 86 would be like my top end, really, because it needs a lot of work, right? I mean, let me ask you this: to get that rent ready, how much do you think? How much do you think we need to get it rent ready?
you mean how much money?
Yeah,
How much work?
how much work, like dollar wise, to get it rent ready?
I don't know. I mean, you can see that it's going to have some of those things step by step. It's just, what I didn't foresee was the ceiling, and
Yep.
that stuff falling down. So that's going to be more drywall work for you guys. I knew it was going to be the kitchen. I don't think it's that big, but I knew it would be in the kitchen. It's going to be floor. It's going to be the drywall work that I was anticipating.
Yeah.
And it's going to need a real ring to clean. Dumpster over there. So we start talking stuff like this. The stuff I didn't anticipate was all the drywall work that's going to be coming. Or something like that. But yeah.
Yeah. No, exactly. The last time we spoke, you did not expect that.
To look like a such a big star. Someone said that there was a trailer you got truck that they were paying me rent every month, so I don't understand it. Now I can't get a hold of them, of course. They're gone, so it's it's over. That's why as long as it was 20 that you guys will do. That's what you did. Get back to the dumpster and you start hauling crap out.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, if you're ready to move forward, I can do 86 and just give me 7 days, and then either I make it happen for you by Thursday of next week, or I don't. If I don't, then we just walk away, no harm, no foul. If I get someone to partner with me on this deal at 86, then we're good to go, and then we sign everything, we move forward, and we make sure we get you paid outside of 2024. You know what I mean? So it helps you out as well. I'm just looking at the pictures, feel like that's something that I can do. And like I said, it's only 7 days. It doesn't tie you up for too much. You don't lose a whole lot of time out of it. And if I come back with, hey, we're good to go on that one, we're good. If I come back where, hey, maybe not 86, 83, we're good, then whatever. At the end of the day, it's 7 days. What's 7 days?
I'll write this down. Please call me on Thursday again. I don't want to jerk you around. I've got so many people I've spoken to that make commitments in one way or another 12, and then I would let them have another shot, or that they could look at it, and I don't want to say, you can look at it, and then I sign it off.
Yeah. No worries. Why don't I do this, man? Why don't I do this just to make it easy? I'll send the agreement over to you, and I'll have an expiration date on it on Friday. If you sign it, you sign it. If you don't, then I'll just take it that you took it to someone else. How does that sound? So that way it just speeds up the process. Take it on Saturday? Okay, cool. And you still have the same email. Oh, I got your email. So I'll go ahead and email that over to you. All right, my guy. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
He's a tough little cookie.
What's up?
So he's a tough little cookie. He was cutting out on my end, but I could hear him most of it.
Yeah, he's actually, dude, he's pretty smart. got multiple properties. He's actually moving to the Philippines next year. And so he's offloading his properties one by one. And he just wants to make sure that he gets paid on it next year, not this year, for tax purposes. But I can sell it on a seller finance with no down payment to him, and pretty much buyer just pays the assignment fee, and then they pay the rest in January. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So let's see.
Which will actually be great because that will give the end buyer time to fix it between now and January. Put it on the market and probably just pay the guy out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, if they can get it fixed up quick.
Yeah. Well, whether they can or not, so it also is, their carrying costs would be lower, right? Because they don't have to come out with 86 today. They just need to come out with a rehab cost today and my assignment fee.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how would you structure that? Would you structure that as a seller finance with zero down and balloon next year, or would you do a 60-day closed cash deal on it?
I would think probably the easiest would be 60-day cash.
My question there, though, is what guarantee do I have that the buyer doesn't pull out in January?
Yeah. It's high AMD.
Plus, if you're the buyer, would you rather buy it in January and start working on it in January, or would you rather buy it now, start working on it? I mean, the outcome's still the same. You still pay in January, but at least now you have option to fix it today instead of waiting till January.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Maybe if you say you did it just like a normal one, but put in there, I don't know if it's allowed or what. I'm sure anything is, but like a contingency where, once this is signed, like almost like a novation, he has rights to go in and start fixing it and stuff. It's just not due till this date. But then that wouldn't really work either, because then what if the seller backed out and he just fixed the property?
Yeah. Well, if anyone that's watching right now, if you guys have worked something like this, like, well, what do you think would be the best option here?
Yeah, I mean, I think the seller financing thing ain't bad. It's just weird to me saying that because it's only 2 months away. You know what I mean?
You know who does a lot of that is Todd.
Todd actually, he went and walked a property for me today, actually.
Nice.
I said, hey, do you want to, I need to start marketing this out or you got it? And he said, I got this. I was like, perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. I don't even want to mess with it.
Nice.
I'd rather do double deals and half the work than get 100% of all of them.
Yep.
And now I just gotta wait on Yuri to set my new fixed price mode up, and I'll be back on that too.
Nice.
What's your main thing? Coupon Club? Is that your main lead?
Yep.
You don't do anything else?
Nope.
Well, that's sweet. Then that speaks volumes to it because everybody else bitches a lot about it. So
Dude, it just comes down to, I think you were on the call when Looney came on yesterday, or when Brandon called Looney.
oh
I
yeah,
just look at it as farming it, dude.
yeah. Just look at it as all right. They've already went through all the bullshit with all the shitty people, and now I'm here to play Captain Save-A-Ho.
That, and I'm betting that whatever contract they have under is not going to move.
Yeah.
That's what I'm betting on.
So you've almost kind of got like, well, I've been under contract 3 times for 50,000. Well, now you need to know it needs to be lower than that.
Yeah.
You just have to make sure. Well, I mean, yeah. As long as no one good comes along the way, you're almost just scooping them up.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, I don't know the exact KPIs, but I'm thinking 7 out of 10 of those are going to come back. The other 3 are actually going to get bought by real end buyers who's got their own crew that can pay at that high price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the majority of people, when you hear that they're under contract, the majority of them are with wholesalers, not with end buyers.
Yeah.
So I'm just playing the numbers game. I'm just betting the fact that
Everyone sucks.
wholesalers wrote it up for too much.
This guy's got a funny name.
Oh, Brandon, you weren't here. Let me ask you, what would you do here?
Okay.
So the guy wants to get paid in January instead of, he wants to get paid in 2025,
Is that for taxes or what?
Florida.
I mean, is that for tax reasons? Like, is there a specific
Oh,
reason?
sorry, for taxes. Yes, for tax
Okay,
reasons.
cool. Okay, so he's trying to
Okay.
avoid taxes. Okay.
Yep. So then now my question to you is, should I do a 60-day close cash,
Mhm.
or should I do a seller finance, 0 down, and then you just pay the note in January 1st?
Is it still under contract, or did you get it under contract yet?
Where I'm about to send him a contract, so I'm just asking, what do you think would be the best case?
I would suggest lock it up under cash, try to dispo under cash. Then if you need to pivot to seller finance, you could always make that decision after you got that contract, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the only reason, so here's my reasoning behind it. And if I'm crazy, please tell me. One selfish reason is I'd rather get paid on it now than January. That's one.
True. Yeah, but I was like to think
Hold on,
about
but
Mhm.
here's the second reason.
Mhm.
If you're the end buyer,
Okay.
either way you go, whether it's a seller finance or a cash deal, you're going to pay in January no matter what, right? So as an end buyer, do you want to pay for it in January and then start working on renovating it and putting it on the market? Or do you want to renovate it between now and January, pay that guy out in January, and now once you pay out, it's actually on the market the day that you pay for it. So you're shortening your shortening your timeline and lowering your carrying cost.
Is it owner occupied or is it vacant?
No, it's vacant. Tenant just left.
Okay. I don't know the legality behind like someone buying it and doing all the rehab, but you don't close it. I don't know the dynamics, but I don't know if this is right. But like, if I could buy something in the future for today's price, you know, Trump won, rates will drop, the market will be less indecisive. So, you know, if I was gonna buy a property in the future, but for today's price, I wouldn't mind waiting. That makes sense for me, right? Like, come January, the rates will be down, the market will be up. You know, it just be better, cheaper debt, right? So, I wouldn't mind locking. Like, if I'm a buyer, like, okay, I'll buy this and just wait until the date to actually perform. I don't see a problem with that, but you're saying you might have a buyer that could buy the property and get all the shit done and when it comes time to pay out the seller, the buyer is already kind of a few miles ahead of the game, right?
Female side of the game because he's already fixed the property.
Yeah. I just
So
didn't know the dynamics of does that it sounds good in theory, but in real life, can that actually happen? You know what I mean?
Why not? If the buyer buys it on a seller finance, he owns the house now, because the term says 0 down, 0 monthly. It's ballooned out in January 1st. So technically today he owns the house, so he can do whatever he wants to do on the house.
So you're saying do a seller financing, but instead of the balloon in 7 years, the balloon's in January.
In January, yeah, 0 down, 0.
I just had to like, I just had to
Yeah. And what it does, the benefit that it gives to the end buyer is that end buyer has the ability to start working on it today versus working on it in January.
That makes sense. So it's basically a cash offer is just a long extended period, and the reason for that, and you're framing it in a seller finance deal, kind of in a way.
Yeah, because then it helps the seller's tax purposes. It also helps the end buyer because he gets to work on it today instead of January. If he buys it cash in January, then that means he can't do anything with that house until January.
It's vacant, so that's good.
It's vacant.
The buyer, I'm looking at the buyer as a downfall. The downside would be if the property was not vacant, that would be an issue. To like,
yes.
But since it's vacant, I don't see much down. Protect the downside for the buyer. I don't see a downside for the buyer on that aspect.
I don't see any downside either.
Yeah.
And the only thing that the buyer needs to pay for today is just the assignment fee. That's it.
So in an ideal situation, you send them an offer, he signs it, you get a buyer, the buyer gives you the assignment fee, but gives the seller nothing. But the deed transfers, the buyer pays all the closing costs. So all that shit's done. It's just the balloon won't pop until January, and that'll be like the cash offer.
The cash offer, yeah.
Yeah, I think that the way you frame it, I think that'll work. And as a seller, like I'd be like, okay, well that makes sense. So the buyer could get a head start. I don't have to worry about selling it because it is sold. I just have to wait, so all the legality is already fucking done by January, so that's good.
Yep.
I think that'd be good. Is the seller pretty creative? Not creative, but like pretty like flexible?
Open, yeah, it's open.
Yeah, open. Okay.
Yeah, he's done creative deals for himself, so he doesn't mind. He just doesn't want to hold a note where we pay him monthly. So I'm like, okay.
Okay.
And if it wasn't for the tax purposes, then he's okay to sign. He's okay to close on it today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if maybe as an objection for a seller would be like, well, I don't mind doing that, but maybe do $1,000 down, just to make him feel good, and that would still work out anyways.
Does it work out? Then I could do a $10,000 assignment fee, give him $1,000, and I get the night.
Yeah, that sounds good. Like
you know what I mean?
Kathy says like contract for deed. So yeah. You heard that, right? You heard the seizure situation kind of. She says it's kind of like a novation, but you transfer it earlier on.
That's what Tyler was saying.
Nice.
Yeah, look at that address I put in the private chat. My team just sent that over as a lead.
Caesar, I think. Oh, nice, Caesar. I think that's a good strategy. I think that'll work.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to ask just in case I was missing something or
at first, I didn't catch it a lot. I mean, it's just creative and high level. I mean, it's just getting creative. A lot of people won't even think of that.
Yeah, it's thinking outside the box. When you go back to pitch it, what are you going to say?
Pitch it to an end buyer or a seller?
The seller, yeah. When you go call him and like, how are you going to pitch it? Like, what's your talk track?
I'm going to be like, you want to take care of your tax benefits. This takes care of it. And no one's backing out. You're secure today, right?
Mm-hmm.
That this thing is taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
How's the buyer going to back out 60 days from now? If we find a buyer right now with a 60-day close, that buyer can still back out. He'll back. He just won't get his EMD, but that buyer might be like, "Screw it. Who cares about the 5,000?"
Yeah, I think that's good.
And then the buyer is screwed. I'm not screwed because I get the 5,000 anyway, no matter what. I guess I just want to secure it, so in that way no one walks away in January. My
They're
fear
like,
is
hey,
that it's too many days.
yeah. I'd be like, yeah, that sounds like a plan. I know you're trying to possibly avoid taxes. Like I do the same, fuck Uncle Sam. I could write something up where, we're going to transfer the deed. We're going to do all that stuff. But you're not going to get your money until January, but we're going to go through the title. We're going to go through the deed, me or the buyer, depending on the conversation and how you worded it, we'll pay for all that. We'll transfer everything. So nothing out of your pocket. And come January, then we could just finish it,
Yep.
I think that's good. Yeah. I think that's a good strategy.
Yeah.
I got to jump off for a little bit. If you guys are on later, I'll probably jump back on.
Nice. What about that property you put in the chat?
My team sent that over to me 5 minutes ago as a lead. They're wanting to sell.
How much?
Did you see it?
I see the Zillow. Zillow's 11 million.
Yeah, I'm not calling it. I don't know. They just bought it last year.
Is this Beyonce's house?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
See, bro.
All right, bro.
Dance party with Beyonce. Oh my god, this is nice. Holy shit. I love the hardware on the cabinets in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like, the toilet paper roll? The fucking thing's like gold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fancy. Oh, this is nice. I'll give you 1 million.
All right, I'm writing this doc sign up now.
Okay. Back to business. Let me compass property. Okay, let's see. This one's in Florida. Okay, let's compass. So we got Zillow, Realtor, Blue Reef. Okay, cool. Zillow, Realtor is at 677. Redfin's at 686. Oh, we gotta be way low on this one. Fuck. Okay, so guys, let's find ARV. Release number done. Trump's gonna make wholesale great again. Okay. Let's see, for sale, sold. Reset filters. We got a 2,600 square foot property, so let's go to 3,000. 22. We'll do last 12 months. Save. How much longer are you in Hawaii for? Like a couple more weeks? So this one's going for 749. Shit. Sold. This one's hard. $2,600 square feet. Cool. So I got 690, 689, 692. I'm going to take the lower one, 689. Oh, your built is 2023. This one's 2020. Oh, so this is a brand new build. This one's 2023. Do you think a year difference on builds is, I don't even know.
What was that?
So I'm looking at comps, but all the comps are new builds, right? This one's a 2023. All the other comps are like 2024. So I'm pretty much comping new construction, you know?
Okay.
So in this little pocket, you know, there's a 629. I'm looking at sold. So 629, 689, and 692. I want to take the lower one, 689. But these are all like 2024 new builds.
Mm-hmm.
And other ones are, my comp is, or my property is a 2023 build. I don't know if like that means anything for like new construction. But I don't know.
No, we're talking about 1 year difference.
Yeah.
No, not at all. It's not like you're talking about like 1990 versus 2024.
But the Zillow estimate's way off. Like on my property, pretty much the same exact 4426, 4426. This Zillow estimate is 664, and the other one for the newer build is 684. So the Zillow estimate's, you know, a big difference. So I'm just trying to get ARV. Like, is my ARV? Like they should have the same Zillow estimate. That's my logic, you know.
Yeah.
Because they're right next to it. And they're, you know, they're
What about anything for sale?
Okay, let's see. For sale in that area. So all the ones for sale in that area are brand new builds. They don't even have photos. It's just like, you know, a 3D whatever.
Yeah. How much?
616, 616, 615, and 597. So
Okay.
that means
Your ARV would be 590.
yeah, because it has to be lower than the on market,
The new one,
even
yeah.
if solds is higher. So the
Yeah.
so the solds are higher than the on market.
Yep. So I would say ARV is probably 580 to be conservative. 575.
True.
Right? Because if you put it on the market, like if I'm buying, meaning not the investor, but someone that's buying, like a homestead buyer, all right, I'll pay $25,000 less for a 1 year older house than a brand new construction.
True.
Right? Because I saved $25,000 and it's not that much of a difference. It's literally a 1 year difference. So what I'm saying is, if I'm the end buyer, I would put that after I fix it. I would put it on the market for 575, 570. So mine moves quick.
No, that makes sense. Because usually the solds are lower than the on market, but in this circumstance, it's opposite. So it's just kind of weird.
Yeah. Actually, dude, you know what? Remember what I asked you about earlier?
Yeah.
I'm just going to send it as a cash deal for 60-day close today, just to keep it simple.
Yeah.
And then later we can always change it.
Yeah, because that would be the most direct approach. Like from here to there, that's the quickest route, right? Cash.
Yep, 60-day close cash for this price. And then later on I can go, hey, here's what we'd like to do, just so that we can start working on it.
And also what you could do, like if things come up, you could say, well, like any speed bumps, you know, if anything comes up, you could say, well, like when we close on the property, like actually go to title, or whenever we transfer the deed, we could put money down toward you or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
$1,000, right? Like, hey, I don't mind doing this, but like once we transfer the deed, I kind of want some sort of down payment, even though I know a couple months later, you know, I'm going to get the rest, but maybe you could do a down payment at title change.
yeah, yeah.
If there is an objection, that could be like, well, okay, that sounds good. What if I put $1,000 in your pocket once we transfer the deed, just so you get warm and fuzzies, and you know, 2 months later, you know, you'll close on it.
Yep.
Or not close on it, fund on it, right, or whatever.
Yep, yep. All right, cool. I'm gonna put myself on mute while I do this agreement.
Sweet. All right, so on that one, so new build, so 4-bed, 4-bath. So on market's going for 580. I'll just put my ARV at 580. Repairs $5,000 because it's basically ready to go. Price of seller would probably be fucking low, 500. 1, 2, 3. Damn. 480. Yeah, this might be kind of weird on the calculator. Because I don't think you got holding costs and all that. So maybe I'll just do 1 and 1. 1. Still got the closing costs though. So let me type in my own. So ARV is probably 580. I had it at 700K. But that's because I was looking at the solds. The solds were going for 689, 700. But right now on market, you could get them cheaper. So but that looks like it's a little different area though. So the solds right there by the new ones are 530. New construction's hard to like comp against. Or maybe I'm just thinking too much. Hyro, what's up? You guys use same link or different? I have no idea, but let me drop it in the chat. Copy. Here's a link to jump up. Okay, so ARV is 580. I had 700, but let's go 580. Repair costs $5,000. Our offer price is probably like 480. Profit calculator. Who's got questions in the chat? What's everyone working on? Anything you guys need improving? For me, definitely get sellers to sign contracts on the phone. That's one thing I want to work on. You know, because the conversion rate is just a lot higher when you get them to sign on the phone. It's just a little bit easier. So that's kind of my struggles the past few weeks. Would love to know what everyone's struggling with, or maybe something they're, you know, just on fire. You know, they're killing it. You know, would love to know what you guys are killing it at as well. So this one is needs comping. So you got asking price, ARV, repairs, offer. Okay. Calculators on there. Do a 4-day follow-up real quick, or 5-hour follow-up. Okay. Okay, next one. Okay, let me just turn on the leads real quick. At least get one today. Okay, speed of lead. Yeah, resume fixed price mode. Are you sure? Yes. So I got fixed price mode on. I got my property leads on. Yeah, Bitcoin's pumping. Okay. Hyro, did the link work? Dropped in the chat. What's up, Hector?
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, bro? How you been?
Been all right. Finally got my check in the mail, so it's a better day than today for sure.
Right?
It's like
There you go.
got that notification. Oh, there it is. About time. So yeah, it's a good deal. You guys
Like, pay me.
That wire hit good, Caesar.
Did you say you got your check today?
Yeah, it came through finally. You went to go pick it up at the box, and
Nice.
it was there.
There you go, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully we can do more deals together.
Absolutely. I got a call from Scotty today. He was like asking. Apparently, they didn't get the keys yet for the house.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, he's like, hey, is there a lockbox? Like, no. Usually the guy Vince would open it for us. So I was like, I give you his number or call him so that way he can, put the key out there for you or put a lockbox for you want. But I'm sure he was willing to do it. He's pretty responsive. So
Yeah.
but, yeah.
Oh, Hector, you sent me a message, I think, on Facebook about workflow.
Yeah. I was going through my flows yesterday, trying to clean some of them up and just trying to streamline them. And I really like what you had. I forget what it was, the loop around. I was trying to find out how to kind of create something simple like that, simplistic for my flow.
Want me to share your screen and I can help you build it real quick? If that's easier.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can do that.
Yeah. Let me just make my screen bigger so I can see the little square.
Move this over here.
Yes, Brendan Clark from San Diego. I'll do that 60-day. I've been spending too much time on these shitty like follow-ups. I need to like rip them and go to the next one. Do you guys get caught in that world sometimes? You're like just follow-ups all day. Like,
yeah. Where's this one?
You missed the lead on fixed price. Okay. I see the screen. Give me a second.
You see my
yeah, I just gotta bring it to the front. Okay, there we go. So let me make this bigger so I can see it on my end. So yeah, just go to your automations. Create a new one.
A whole workflow or just within it?
I just create a new one, yeah. It's a lot easier. So what kind of workflow do you want to do? Just like
so
the basic one I had?
Yeah, so here, let me just go to that. So here's what I kind of have within my, and how I name them depending on what it is. So, right. So it's just
drip.
straightforward drip, wait, SMS, wait, drip. This is just an SMS and then call setup. Right?
Okay.
So I can duplicate this and just we can remove it and delete it and whatever, and then we can do it that way.
I would say just start scratch, because then once you start scratch, then you could duplicate those ones with different time frames.
Okay.
So what's the main objective of just to like keeping someone like still engaged for a long time?
Yeah. So I want to create two, right? So one from like an initial, like if I'm just have my, like I got 10 leads, I want to send out like an automatic text, hey, got your lead, got your info, I'll be giving you a call, something like that. But primarily just to follow up, right? So like the ones that I'm constantly having to follow up, go through in there and
So
set them up.
Let's do a follow one first, because I feel like they're kind of different.
Yeah.
If I was going to build a new lead, like if I had 10 leads and I wanted to put them in automation before I actually started calling them manually, I would have those 10 leads and I would put them in the flow, and every 5 minutes they'll get a text saying, hey, this is hey, this is Hector. I noticed you put something on your website. You know, I was going to give you a call a little bit later, but wanted to know if you're still looking to sell your house.
Right.
Then like an hour later, you'll have a task to call. But
Correct.
let's just do a follow-up. So I like to do, you do wait. So just type in wait on the search, just start typing wait. So it might be different words for the CRM, you know?
Yeah, I think mine's is what is it? Where'd it go?
Let me look at mine too in the background real quick. Because it's probably the same color. So if I could see what
It's
color
not
it is.
task.
So you
probably-
talking about like I think mine is called the drip. So basically the drip just has a different time.
No, just put wait.
Yeah.
The wait didn't work.
No, wait, didn't work.
Oh,
Let me see what color mine is. Mine is purple.
How's it going, guys?
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
So it should be purple on the workflow.
Let's see.
So just
Whenever
not
you
add
guys
trigger.
finish, I just need you guys' opinions on something.
For sure. Go to the plus
Scroll
button
down.
in the middle. Yeah, you don't want to add a trigger. You just want to go down until it starts looking purple.
Hey,
Oh, there it is, right there.
there
Yeah.
it is. See, wait. Yep.
So, do you want a short-term one? So I would
Yeah.
do wait 7 days. And I actually like to name them too, so I just stay organized, like I'm OCD.
yeah, I do like wait and then the time.
Yeah, 7 days.
Yeah.
Then do 7 days on there, and change it from minutes to.
Yeah.
Then go save. Then go add. Do a drip. Then do. I do wait. I do 1 per 60 minutes, just for follow-ups, because then you'll just get back-to-back text messages and you got to reply. So I like to just get them over a period. So I do drip mode, 1 per 60 minutes. So batch would be 1, like 1 unit.
Yeah.
60 minutes. Yep. You go back and name them, but yeah.
Like,
so I do like 1 per 60. That's what I say, like 1 per 60 minutes. I'm just like OCD, you know.
All right. Yeah, I'll be like, here you go.
Yeah. Then you save. Then you add another one and do auto, to search auto, or just SMS. The auto one, yep, that one. The first one. Not manual, auto.
Oh,
Go back. Send
Yeah.
SMS. And on this one, let me open mine up real quick. So you got the drip. I'll just copy paste. So I just put this on the message in the body. I said, did you end up selling the property? I'm just vague. So in the message, put, did you end up selling the property or anything?
yeah.
Then the actual name, I just name it of what that is. Did you end up selling the property? Then go up to action name. Then you just label like what it is. Then like do auto. So it's not manual. That looks good. Save. Yeah, that looks good.
Charge is sharing. Little charge.
Did you end up? Hang on, sure.
Did
I don't
you
need it.
end up-
I'm just saying.
Then you're gonna. Let me look at mine. Then you're gonna add another wait 7 days. Yep, 7 days.
Look, we're doing drip campaigns. So every 7 days.
And then I go add at the bottom. Add SMS manual.
Manual action or
Yep, I do manual because it's going to come up as an action to send a text,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in order to go to the next step, you need to send a text. So I call. So this is what I put. This is what I put in the body, like the comment. So I say, hey, just called. And when I go text, I say, hey, Billy Bob just called. It's just copy paste. So, hey, just called. Wanted to see if you closed on the property yet. Then in the action name, I put this. I go call/SMS. So it's going to let me know, like, hey, call this person. Then if they don't pick up, send this message, but make sure you add the name. Yeah. You can do that. Sometimes when I upload leads, it'll show capital letters for like the whole first name and last name.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I try to make sure that they're capitalized properly. So I use that.
okay.
So
So
yeah.
adding those parameters, you're not going to run into none of that. Because I would say avoid the brackets, but if you already do a good job at your data, that will alleviate the copy paste.
Right.
Okay, so hey, blah blah blah, just called, and you could test it. You could do like text.
Yeah, I tested to my number. Yeah, I usually do that.
Just called. Period. Wanted to see if you closed on the property yet, or some version of that. That's what I like to do.
How far is it?
Then I just label it call/SMS manual. You just called. Yeah. Then you could be like, hey, just called. I like to look at these workflows from a bird's eye view. I'm like, okay, I got this. Okay, that looks good.
Yeah.
I know the substance behind it.
Right.
Then you go click on add, and you search go to, or just go. Yeah, go to. There you go. Click on that, and you want it to go back to the 7-day. So I think you just click save action. So you click save. Then you don't touch anything. Touch the 7-day, not all the way up. The second one.
The second one, this one here.
Yeah, click that. Boom.
Oh, okay.
So then you go save, just to make sure you have it, or publish. Yeah. Publish that. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So if you go to the top, this is kind of like what it's going to be like. So you're going to manually put them in this flow, and I like to label it this. I label this flow.
Yeah.
This. I say direct to seller 14-day call, because you're going to call them in 14 days, but it's going to be a 7-day auto text. Yeah. So, you're going to be talking to a seller, and you're going to do a follow-up. It's a short-term follow-up. You're going to put them in this workflow. They're going to wait 7 days. They're going to wait 1 per 60, so you're not sending out a bunch of text messages.
Right.
The first auto text is, did you end up selling the property? If they respond, you'll remove them from this flow. If they don't respond in 7 days, if they don't respond to that text, you'll get a task to call them. And SMS, if you don't get a hold of them, then you'll send that text message, but it'll be manual. Then it'll loop back in that 7 days. So go to your settings as well, at the top where it says builder settings.
Yeah.
Settings. Allow reentry, allow multiple. That's fine. Go to account time zone. Okay, that looks specific time. Go down. That it's just a toggle. Yeah, toggle. I put Sunday. I put every day on the bottom. Click on every day. Then I just do from my account time, which is here in San Diego. I want them to be on a buffer where they're not getting it too early and they're not getting it, when they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Because you got to think about the auto text will live in this parameter.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
So on mine, I got on West Coast. Mine looks like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. San Diego time. So where are you at?
Central.
Central. So yours would be, yeah. you don't want it to send out 9 a.m. or earlier or 7:30 p.m. or later. Those are kind of like your buffer.
Yeah. Right.
So that looks good. And I would just save it all. Then, if you like that flow, you would then just duplicate this and change the 7-day to like maybe a 30-day, and you would change the auto text from a 7-day to maybe 20 days after the, like you just have the same flow, but you just change the time frame.
Change the time frame of it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's kind of, I've done that with other ones. Okay. Yeah. No, that sounds good.
I think that should work. You might want to test it with your own number, but check out the builder real quick. So you got wait 7 days, got the drip, and I'll send the auto text, and I'll wait 7 days. If they don't respond, then you manually have to call, and if they don't pick up, you send that message, and I'll just go back in the loop.
Yeah. So do you put these on, like, once you get a lead in, and like you said, you got your initial 10, do you immediately call them? Because I immediately call, right? And then I put them on particular campaign, particular workflow.
Yeah. The reason I would put them into this workflow is I talk to them. They say, hey, we already got other offer or whatever, right? We're closing.
Yep.
I'll be like, okay, well, I want to call them in 14 days, but I want a text to go out in 7. So I'll put them in this flow. If I talk to someone that's like, hey, Brandon, we're thinking about listing it, we'll see what happens. I'll put them in like, I want to call them in 30 days, but I want to text them in 2 weeks.
Right.
So right. Depending, but as far as getting a new lead and wanting something automated for a new lead, I don't have that because if I buy a lead, I'll call them right away, right? But let's just say you have a bunch of leads and you want some sort of automation. I would just build a flow where it has a drip 1 per 60, or maybe 1 per 50 or 5 minutes, depending on how many leads. And be like, hey, this is Hector. I saw that you put your information on my website. Wanted to see if you're still looking to sell that property. It's pretty vague. Then maybe depends how fast you're going to call those people, but maybe just one text automated. As soon as the lead is new to the CRM, they'll get an auto text. Then once that auto text goes through, I would put another action to call them like right after, because all these texts will go out, but maybe you can't call them, but you'll be tasked to call them right away, but it doesn't mean you need to,
Right. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, sounds good.
Work like that.
Awesome. Appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Put this thing to work. Let's see. Let me stop this. Yeah,
then if anyone else needs more in depth on that, let me know. But that's simply my flows. I just change the time frame.
Yeah. So I use them to create like the specific one. Like I had no contact, then I'll kind of create something similar where just text like at least every other day, and then set up a task to call, and then I'll call back, or I'll do one like a voicemail, generic voicemail drop. Hey, I just called, and send them a text after. But
yeah, because mine was before, I was so intricate on all this bullshit. Like, they get a text, and a couple days later they get this, and they get this, and just goes down this whole chain. Like you had it, I had all that, but then I just simplified it. I'm like, if they're looking to sell a house, I'll just text them, hey, did you sell that house? Like every 7 days or every 30 days. Like the text, like, because before, in text sales, you want to be personalized and all this bullshit. So each text might be different.
Right.
But for people selling their house, I'm like, did you sell the house? Yes or no? And they'll be hit up every 7 days or 30 days or 90 days,
Yep.
So it's just kind of keeping it basic.
For sure. That's awesome.
What you working on, Hyro?
I just locked up a deal in Arkansas, but the area sucks. So I don't know. I got it. It's in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Population's like 40K, but like the prices the homes go for is so low. So I don't know if it's a deal or not. And I'm having trouble comping it. I just saw as is comps selling for like 25K. So I got it for 15K. But then I'm like double like
private chat.
Yeah, I got
private.
I'm like doubting myself now. Like, damn, was this a bad one?
Yeah, you could always price drop them. Yeah, sorry. After doing some due diligence, it might be a little difficult.
Yeah, let me make my screen smaller.
Hey, Brandon, is Robert in the waiting room?
No.
Okay, I gave him your link. I think he's on my link. That's
Oh, I gotcha.
yeah. I just gave it to him. So.
Nice.
Or can you drop it on the? Can you drop it on the chat too?
Yeah.
On the comments.
Yeah. Invite, copy, send. So there's a link if anyone wants to jump on as well. Hyra, let me check the private chat.
Iro, what's up, buddy?
How you doing? How you doing?
How do we do with a $5,000 deal, bro? Did you lock it
Yeah,
up?
I'm trying to get. Yeah, I locked it up already. I'm trying to get pictures. I got a handyman going tomorrow, and then you could get it right there. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the disco on that.
Let's go. What a hell of a deal. This guy is a beast, gentlemen. Tell him how you did it.
Nah,
Come
nah.
on.
It's
Tell him
just,
how you did it.
I was just talking to them. I don't know. I gotta record my calls more because I feel like I be having some good combos, and I just don't record it. Like I just locked up a deal earlier. The guy won like 25K, and I just said straight up, I need it for 15. I can't take it for anything above 15.
Yeah.
And then he was like, let me check with my mom. And I was like, is your mom in the other room? And he's like, yeah, but I want to talk to her later. I was like, talk about it right now in front of me, so I know
Put her on the
what
goddamn
you guys
phone.
are talking about it. Yeah, so I know what you guys are talking about, and then that's how I just locked it up. But I still think it's a bad. Like,
But Ira, the
Damn.
one that I'm talking about is what's the ARV on that one? How much did you lock it up for?
on the 5K one,
Yeah.
hold on, I think the ARV is like 160 or 140 or something like that.
And you lock it up for 5. Is it a full
Yeah.
gut?
It's a full gut, but I got a renovation at 70, 60 to 70. And
60,
then
70, so let's just say 65. So that gets it to 130. 12% of 170 is about 20,000. So
I think the investor makes like 58 or something.
You're what?
I said I think the investor, the buyer, he makes like 58 on it after my 15K assignment fee.
Yes, you're right. Yes, it would be 58 or it'd be 60. So somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Hyra, on this one, on the Pine Bluff, what do you think ARV is?
I couldn't find the ARV. Like if I go like farther out, I got it at what was it, 99? Something like that. 95.
Okay, 95. Okay.
And I got
What,
pictures too. Pictures
yeah,
are not
picture?
that. It's not that bad.
Is it 1,500 square feet? Is that
1,500 for one. Yeah.
It's a 4-1.
I hate
There.
Arkansas.
It's a 4-1. Okay. What else? do I
It's like
need to know?
40K repair.
40K repair. Okay. I'm just putting in the chat 40K repair. Okay. So let me see what I got. Pine Bluff ARV 95. I should just post it out. So we got 1,500 square feet. So what? Oh, what did they want? What did you lock it up at?
I locked it up at 15. He wanted 25.
Want 25.
But I locked it up at 15. Yeah.
15K. Okay. Let's look at the comps. So
What's the,
1,500. Go ahead.
Sorry, what's the bed and bath and when was it built?
4-1 built 1890, I think. Old.
Okay, so I see they're all going for 7, 14, 15, 18, 22.
Those are bad condition. Are you using Preview?
I'm just using solds in that area in the past 12 months. Let's look at Preview though.
Is it a full rehab or what?
No, it's not full rehab. It's just it needs updating. It's in bad condition, but it's not full rehab. It's like it was used as a rental, so the tenants didn't take care of it.
Damn. everything on when I have it on Privy just wide open with no filters. There's 3 properties that sold 19K, 22K, 14K.
Yeah, and those are in bad condition too. So that's why I got my
Yeah.
comp at like, all right, if I can sell mine for 22, I'll make 7K. That was my like how I went about it. But I don't have a true ARV. I see something on the market for 135, but it's not selling.
I see one for 76.5, but that's a 4.2.5, 1710 square feet. Yours is 4.1 with the square footage.
1,500, 1,520.
I feel like
And it sold for 70.
I feel like people don't people don't put any money in these properties. Like on market, they're all not shitty, but yeah, they're all shitty. Like the 42s on market.
So I'd say
I see
ARV is about 60, 65.
Yeah. Or, honestly, I think ARV is like if people don't even repair their all the properties on market right now are all just shit. So do you do ARV? Like, do you do after repair value if there's no really fixed flip properties?
So like that's what I wasn't doing. I was just going as is. If they're selling in that condition at 22, I should easily move mine for 22 and that could, and mine is actually better than that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Sold.
Because I couldn't find ARV.
Let me get rid of the property like details. Let me get rid of all this shit real quick. I'll share my screen. Present.
Where's the one we sold? Save.
Window. Entire screen. Okay, let me so these are sold, right? So you see my Zillow? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sold in the past 6 months. Apply. The property's over here somewhere. Now get rid of that 60. I don't want it. So this is 1,700 square feet. Ours is 15. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of 20s, 18s, 15s. Then you go for sale.
It's shit.
Yeah, get rid of that. So I just like to see the window. Then I go like price high to low. So the highest property on market right now has been on the market for 100 days, and it's on market for 40. I think ARV might be like 30. Well,
and then my question is, do you go wider? Because I seen this property I just put in the chat, so for 147, but it's to the right.
Yeah, it's over here. Let's see. Looks like sold. You don't want to, search for higher comps, but we're not finding comps that are flipped. So let's go a little wider. Square foot. Square foot's what, 15? So let's just say 17 to 1,000 or 12. Yeah. Apply. So this is a little bit wider. Price high.
You see a property itself for 7K.
Yeah, look, you got this for 130, so let's get rid of that. But like you got 89, 80, like if you look at the average, they're all like 80, 80, 70, 70 solds. Looks like this one went for 78. Looks
renovated. Hold on, let me get the address on that.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. But yeah, let's go to profit calculator. So let's just say ARVs sold for 78. So I went for sale for 80. Stayed on the market for 3 months, 80. Price change or something happened, right? And contingent for 80. Sold for 78. So 78 is ARV.
That's not bad.
What's repairs? Like 40?
40 for a flip.
Okay. You locked it up for 15?
15.
Hmm. 78. I don't think we could
then
go up to
rents.
130.
Nah, rent is like 800. It's like 750 to 900. So I just pay 800. So
Like
our
current
landlord's there.
Hmm. You could try, let's see, 15. Fuck. Fuck. Even like 10K is barely a deal. I don't know, just try it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to put your ARV of.
So that 89 is too far, right? You have it like in the middle.
Yeah.
It's too far though. The property's up there. It's probably
Is it
the
like-
hood.
It's right here.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah. And it's nothing sold.
So
Probably no one wants properties over there.
I would just be like,
I found a deal in Pampa, Texas. Same situation. Nothing sold in the area because it was too hood. It was too like, so it might be the same situation.
Yeah, I would just be like, hey, like, well, you already locked it up, but I just post on Investor Lift, see if you got any traction, and if you don't, be like, hey, like, the market sucks right now. You know, look, everything's not like no one's flipping in this area, right? So it's kind of hard for an investor. Like, I either need to cancel the contract or we need to lower the price because I'm not getting any bites, you know, even from my partners that I'm working with on deals in that area. I kind of just bullshit it. Maybe.
Yeah. But if I don't get no feedback at 15K, it's no point of going 10K. Right?
Yeah, because if you post it, you'll get low balls, and you just need to figure out where those low balls are at.
Yeah.
If they're low balls that you're like, you know, that makes sense. Let me go back to the buyer or the seller. That's what I would do. I just try to dispo it, see if you get any bites, even some low ball offers, and try to do some walkthroughs. And if the buyers are coming in at lower, be like, hey, you know, based on our walkthroughs, like, I hate to say it, like, we need to be lower. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah. Just the numbers don't work.
Yeah. It's just rough with properties where like they're basically giving them to you.
Yeah, literally.
It's just hard.
I wish it was the higher price points.
Yeah, but a lot of times the wishing never turns into reality. Sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, damn. But yeah, I would just try it. Fuck it. But that's good. You got them down from like 25 to 15, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, especially at that price point.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do as a negotiator?
Yeah, like
if I was a seller, like, you want my dog too for that price? Shit.
At first I said 20. Then he sent me the picture. I said, nah, I gotta be at 15. And he was like, is that bad? I was like, yeah. But it's not really that bad. It's just my way of negotiating.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm like,
you guys hear all that wind by any chance? Sorry.
No,
we don't hear it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think the AirPods saves that.
Oh, that's good to hear. Okay, cool.
Oh shit, I bought some leads. Let me pause it. Pause it. Okay, there we go.
Where did you get your leads from?
Fixed price, speed of lead.
Oh, okay.
Disable. Yeah, so we're paused. Okay, cool. Let's get into this.
Have you guys tried the exclusive ones on Speedy Leads?
Yeah. Like the ones you actually like look for them and you buy them.
Yeah.
When they have the coupon club, or not coupon club, but when they have the sale and they have, you could use them on exclusive leads. I bought them like that. Okay, let me check out these new leads. They're any good. Here, got like 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Too much. Let's see. You think that's a deal?
What you working on, Robert?
Hey man, what's going on, guys? I just made a call to a lady that is a registered nurse getting ready to retire. You want to take a guess at what her property portfolio looks like?
Does she
How
have a
many
lot of
properties do you think this girl has? Registered nurse.
10?
29.
Pretty good.
Damn.
The
But
OnlyFans nurse.
I don't know that they're worth a whole lot. And then her sons own 5, including an apartment building. I said, you want to smoke the whole portfolio? She's like, maybe. She said, I am looking to unload all of them. She goes, I want to retire. I'm like, well, you can't. She's like, I've been getting calls from so many of you guys. She said, honestly, it started sketching me out.
So that's what you get when you put your
That's
information
what her
online.
background is. I was like, oh, Jesus. And she said, are you going to try to wholesale these? And I thank God I'm in RJ's class, man, because I just took the hit and rolled with it. And then she was like, okay, call me back tomorrow at 2. I'm walking into a meeting. I said, honestly, ma'am, I church of what works. You know, so do I wholesale some properties? Yes, I do. I look at the situation, fix and flip, buy and hold. And she was like, okay, I can deal with that. I was like, all right. She said, how are you going to do a fix and flip out here in Oklahoma if you're in Florida? I was like, it's going to have to be a really good deal, ma'am, for me to get involved with all that. But I got partners out that way if I need to.
It'd be like if Elon Musk could catch a rocket ship with chopsticks, I could do a flip out of state. I think.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Guys. Hey, Brandon, have you got your Trump hat on?
Always.
Oh, dude. Do you get any flack for wearing that in SoCal?
Not really. You know, during the Hillary election, yeah. Then during the Obama or during the Biden, it was a little bit more hostile. But now I don't think people get ridiculed in liberal cities for wearing Trump hats because they're just used to it. Like you've been hearing he's racist all this shit for 10 years. Like but
you tell like, yeah, I'm a racist, man. I got a multicultural marriage, but I'm the racist, man. I hear you.
I got a Mexican dog from TJ. I got a black sister. I got a Chinese wife, and most of my uncles are marrying south of the border, like Guatemala and all this bullshit. I was like, I'm fucking racist. No.
Yeah. Oh god, dang, dude.
But yeah, like honestly, I just ignore people, or you know, I think what hurts them the most is just me being in a good mood, happy mood. So, you know, the worst is, you know, you got a Biden supporter or whatever, being offended by a Trump hat, and they're all fucking going crazy, and I'm just smiling, enjoying my day. Like that's the worst for them. But being in San Diego, not so much. You know, when you go up to Huntington Beach, like it's MAGA country up there. It's gnarly. But
I'm telling you, man, I think they're gaslighting you guys on the West Coast. I don't think they're voting for all these corrupticons, man. I think they took over your elections decades ago, man.
Yeah, and I was hoping we'd flip, but you know, people are just dissatisfied with. Fuck, I look right down there. There's like 50 homeless people. Like it's a joke. But as far as walking around, I just don't care. I don't. If people want to say I'm racist, all this shit, I don't care. And if I was racist, like who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Even if I was, what difference would it make, man?
Why does it affect your life, your money, your family? Like, it's just so funny. Like, if Trump was racist, why would he have black people, Mexicans, trans? Like I don't think he's trans on the rally, but homophobic. Why would he have gay people supporting him, black people supporting him? Like it's just so dumb. Like it's not race baiting, but identity politics. But out here in San Diego, I don't get any pushback. If I do, I just don't fucking care. You know.
Well,
what are they gonna do? Like they're all soy boys. What am I gonna do?
exactly.
I walk around with my knife. I don't care.
I lived in Northern California for about 4.5 years. I can guarantee you there ain't nobody up there voting for Kamala up in Redding, California.
Yeah, and it's just very telling where we're in California, where Kamala's from. There ain't no support out here. Like you'd think being in California, there'd be at least support for the Democratic Party, but there is none, which is funny.
Yeah.
But as far as getting harassed, I honestly welcome it sometimes. Like I just don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a Marine. You're not gonna. I'm a Marine. Like I literally, to tell a small story, during the Biden election, down in like Carlsbad, which is like northern San Diego, I'd walk around with Trump flags with my buddy, and I literally had a shirt. You've probably seen it, but it's like Statue of Liberty and the chicks holding an AR-15. I had that shirt, and this one liberal walked up to me and was just, "That shirt offends me, blah blah blah," and the gun offends me, blah blah. And my buddy Bill, he's a big fucking guy. He was right next to me. He was like, we didn't have that fucking gun, you'd be speaking British right now. So like, shut the fuck up. Like,
you'd actually have proper English, you fuck.
Right? It's just funny. Like all these soy boys trying to like, if it came down to it, and I'm not provoking anything, but like honestly, if it came down to it, who are the people joining the military? Who are the cops? Who is the rescue firefighters? Like they're all Republicans. Like you're not gonna step to us, even if there was something. Like nah, bro.
Bunch of virtue signaling fucktards, man. I'll tell you what, they're an embarrassment to themselves, man. It's just, I get a kick out of it. I don't have to deal with it as much over here on the East Coast, man. I guess if I went way up north, you might get a little snout full of it, but
well, it's just the loud minority. It's the very loud minority. They're not the majority. They're just the loud minority.
So I know, man. Most of them don't vote anyway.
Yeah.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that she pulled down the votes they're saying. I don't buy that for one fucking second. You telling me what 14 million people voted for that whore? Absolutely not, dude.
That's funny.
Hey, do you use batch?
No, I don't use batch leads. I like batch leads, but I use prop stream because my buddy had it and we use her account. But I like batch leads. Batch leads is good for pulling estimates, mortgage information. I never really pulled leads from batch leads, but you could do that as well.
I just signed up for it, man. I'm using both, man. We'll see how it goes. God damn. All right. So let's see.
But I got these new leads. Let's see. Where's my pen?
You're doing speed to lead only, Brandon?
Yeah, as of right now. I have property leads, money in property leads. I just haven't gotten any leads at my price, so they're kind of just sitting there, waiting for that stop loss price to come in. Yeah, just speed to lead right now.
You got any idea how many it takes to get you a deal on those?
Probably 10.
You doing the coupon club or you buying the top retail dogs?
I'll do the fixed price. I think I'm going to start buying more coupon clubs, but I definitely want to wait for when they have flash sales to use that flash sale code on exclusive leads where they're actually cheaper than fixed price mode. They
did one yesterday. I didn't do it, but Caesar sent me a link. It looked like they were 50% off or more.
Mm-hmm.
So on election night, they had a pretty good little burner sale on them.
No, yeah. So whenever they have sales on exclusive leads, I like to, buy those. I just haven't had the opportunities since I knew about, use codes on exclusive leads, which I didn't really know about that like last month.
All right, let's see here.
Sandra.
29 portfolio. Good Lord.
Yeah, when someone's like trying to do a portfolio deal, I just kind of avoid it. I'm like,
Yeah.
they're never good. Like they never work out.
No, it doesn't sound like it. Now to be fair, she wasn't pitching me on the portfolio. She was pitching me on one property.
Mm-hmm.
And I, like I said, she was showing up on PropStream with a big old wad of properties. And I asked her,
Why was
I
she
said,
selling that?
huh?
Why was she selling that only one property?
I don't know. I didn't get into all that, but that's a good question, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
a really good question. But yeah, I don't know. I think she's starting to unload them, but then she was on her way into a meeting, and then she said she had surgery tomorrow because she's obviously a OR nurse or something like that. She said, I'll be finished around. She said, call me tomorrow. I'm going to call her back. We'll see what happens. But I picked her off at speed to lead because I could see. I think she actually is trying to sell, if I had to guess, 2 or 3 of these properties because I noticed this weird Oklahoma address, and I guess she had entered them all about the same time, so they were popping at the same time. I figured if I buy that lead, it's probably the same person. You know what I'm saying? And it ended up I was right that yeah, she's got a whole. Ended up it's way more than I thought. But yeah, I mean, does it go anywhere? Probably. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Are you only doing speed to leads?
No, I've been doing I start out every day calling through canceled and expired, and then on Mojo, and then because I was just slinging appointments, like listing appointments to realtors, and then I just recently started to incorporate this wholesaling stuff into what I'm doing, so I'm still pretty new at it all. But I'll tell you one thing, man, the wholesaling, I wish I'd have known that when I first started slinging listings because it's made getting listings a lot easier because when they hear the wholesaling price, most of them are horrified. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck no, I don't want anything to do with that. And I go, well, no, I figured as much. Let's talk about wholesale versus retail. And then it gets you into a conversation, which is the hardest thing to get on call. I don't know if you've ever called expireds, but it's a pretty hostile selling environment, man. I mean, because they're getting just hammered that morning with every realtor's just calling them. You know what I'm saying? You're like one of 20 people calling them in that same day. And they're just like, God damn it, I fucking told you to not call me again. I'm like, sir, I haven't called you. Yes, you have. I've had fucking you faggots call me this morning, God damn it. Da-da-da. They start going off, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
That sounds like calling foreclosure leads. That's how usually it goes with those too.
I can imagine. I haven't done a whole lot. I've only tried foreclosure leads like a couple of times, man. But yeah, it was similar. I did get some heat on that, but yeah, if you want to get some hostility on the sales floor, just call expired listings, man, on the morning
I'll pass.
Dude, I'm telling you, I get good leads out of it. I got a deal Caesar and I are trying to close right now. Guy has 2 beach houses, third row beach houses. It looks like we got a decent chance to lock them up. That was off of calling through expired. So I don't know. Yeah, when I did it to get listing appointments, the first 3 months I did it, I got 0 appointments.
What?
0 appointments for 3 months of calls, and then I cracked the code on it. This past October 1st, I got 8 listing appointments in one day.
Oh, okay. And did you sign it?
Well, I sling them to other realtors and then they list them. You know what I'm saying? I take 35% of their commission, but I don't have to service the listing.
Okay. And they haven't sold this too early, right?
It's too early to call it, man. I mean, I'd say maybe, sadly, probably out of the 8, 1 or 2 of them will make it to the finish line. But just goes to show if you stick with something long enough, even my dumb ass can learn how to do it.
What market are you in?
I'm over in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Where are you?
I'm in New York.
Okay, you upstate or you in the city?
In the city.
Oh, gee. Dude, how do you fucking comp those properties, man? I got 2 properties I'm trying to comp that are in like Brooklyn and Manhattan.
Send
Dude,
them.
this shit is tough. I thought it'd be easy. It's actually
Nah, it's
very
harder.
difficult, man.
Manhattan? Where in Manhattan?
One of them's on. I don't know. I'd have to go look them up. One of them, I remember the name of the street because it was a funny name. It was like it was on Nagel Street or Nagel Avenue, Nagle. It looked like it was up on the northeast or the northwest side, kind of up near where those tunnels go across. And then the other one was just the other one. The other one was one of them was in Brooklyn and one of them was in Manhattan proper. And I was trying to comp them, and it was like the valuations for seemingly the same stuff was just all over the map, man. Like in the same building, you'd have like this one, same square footage is $1.5 million. This one's 700,000. Same year build. I'm like, what in the fuck? What's the secret to that shit, dude?
It's impossible to wholesale in the city. You have to go outside the city. Brooklyn is possible. Manhattan, you're not wholesaling. You probably was in like Spanish Harlem, or you probably was like in Dykeman, like by the
I have
bridge.
no idea. Yeah, I don't know where the hell I was, dude. It was just like tons of property all around, as you can imagine.
Was it a house?
No, it was in a building. It was like one of them was a co-op, and I'm not even 100% sure what the hell that is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a fucking South Carolina boy, man. I was way out of my league, man. I was like, holy shit, man. But yeah, I got one of them was owned by a realtor, so that was my first red flag that there's probably something off with it. But
I think Brandon's in the call.
Brandon's, he needs to unmute himself.
Probably letting everybody talk.
He's getting at it. Anyway, I had a hell of a time trying to comp those, man. Are you selling in the city, or you, like you said, you're outside the city?
Oh, I'm not doing nothing in New York. I'm nationwide. I'm staying away.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's too hard.
You stay away from New York. Yeah.
It's too hard.
Yeah, I just couldn't get my head around how to comp it at all, man. It was like it might be the toughest comps, both of them, that I've looked at yet. I mean, I was just like, where's the
It's
rhyme
the
or
toughest
reason?
sellers, toughest attorneys. Stay away from it. Just stay away from it.
You think
They're
I should
just the
comp them?
worst. Yeah. Especially co-op. Wow. If it was Long Island or something, I would, or like upstate New York, but inside the city, forget about it. There's a reason why nobody's doing it. It's like big players doing it. Only like big players doing it.
Jesus. Yeah, it was tricky as hell, man. I was kind of surprised. I thought it would be easier. I was like, oh, you have all these comps. They'll just be like packed in this one little area. It'll be a lot easier. And it was just, I couldn't get my head around it at all, man. I was like, this makes no sense at all. I mean,
100 square feet makes a difference.
What's that?
100 square feet makes a difference in New York. Like it makes a huge difference.
That was crazy, dude. I was like, holy shit, man. I was trying to price this one girl. She wanted like 1.2 for the apartment or whatever the hell it was. And I was finding ranges anywhere from literally 700 grand to like
2.2,
like 1.9. And it was like, I was like, I got no idea what the hell I'm looking at. And to your point, it's probably like, well, this one has a view of a wall. This one has a view of the city. You know what I mean? It could have been something simple, but I just had no idea.
Hello, Sandra?
Yeah.
Hey, Sandra, this is Brandon Clark. I was calling about your property in, I think it was Ohio. Saw you entered on one of my sites that you're looking to sell. Still looking to sell that property?
Right. I am.
Oh, awesome. Let me pull it up real quick. How much are you looking to get for the property?
Well, I owe 103. And it's worth like 220. I don't know.
220. Okay. Tell me a little bit what you got going on.
I just have to move.
Are you looking to move out of the city, out of the state, or does something happen? You need to move?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I gotcha. All right, cool. Do you live in the property now, or is it a rental?
I love it.
Living, okay,
Like me and my daughter.
okay. Let's see here. Okay, let me look around and see what we got going on. How long have you owned the property for?
7 or 8 years.
7 or 8 years. All right, let me run some numbers. And how's the condition of everything on inside? Like, if I bought the property, is there anything I need to fix or repair?
Well, there's always stuff to fix and repair. I mean, but not major stuff.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. So you're looking to get, so you're trying to get 220, and you have a 103K mortgage.
Right.
Okay. Let me see. So I'm trying to see if there's any photos online of the property. Let's see here. Is everything pretty much original on that property?
Yeah.
Okay. So I probably have to put some money into it. Is anything broken? Like, you you have to fix the bathrooms, the water heater, the roof, anything like that?
Nothing's broken, but the bathroom does need like remodeled.
Okay. And just to be accurate
It does
on,
have a skylight. It does have a skylight
okay.
in the bathroom.
How many, I'm trying to look on Zillow. I don't see much information about it. I just kind of see a photo. How many
We've had
bedrooms?
a couple different sites.
Yeah. How many bed and baths is the property?
6 bedrooms upstairs and a furnished basement. That's the whole size of the house.
Okay. So there's 3 bedrooms total. Okay. How many bathrooms?
1 bathroom and a half.
Okay, 1.5. And how many square feet is the property?
It's around 900.
Okay. 900 square feet. And you said the basement was finished?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Finished basement.
Needs new carpet though.
Okay. So you're looking to get around 220. How'd you come up with that number?
Just look around at the houses around here, and I'm like, oh my God, they're selling for like 220, and they're not even a site.
No,
They don't
yeah.
even have a pool.
Oh, yours got a pool?
Yeah,
Oh, awesome. I didn't see that.
a ground pool.
Oh, that's good. Let me see if there's any online. Oh, I see it on Realtor. Is that pool like functional? Like it's all working and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Let me see here.
I even bought new paint.
Oh,
You know
nice.
how much that paint costs?
Oh, paint's expensive.
Oh yeah, but I got it in my closet waiting to paint it.
I gotcha.
But you know what? I don't got the energy.
How
But I
are
got the paint.
are you in a rush to sell the property? Like, because I'm just looking at that neighborhood, and I'm thinking 220. You might more than likely get that on the market, with a real estate agent. Because I see some properties that sold by you 120K, 115K. There's one that went for 210 off of Ashland Drive. Let me look at that one real quick. Yeah, that one went for 210 on Ashland, and that one's all fixed up, nice wood flooring, 2024, kitchen. So, if you're looking to get that 220 purchase price, for me as an investor, that's going to be pretty difficult. Are you guys in a rush to sell the property, or you have some time?
I mean, I have time, but mentally I don't.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm just trying to see, like, as an investor, if I bought this property, I put some money into it, and I need to make sure I can make a profit. But usually that number is a lot lower than market value. Yeah.
I get it.
So, with an investor, you get, speed and efficiency, and we buy the property as is, and we pay for all the closing costs. So, you don't really have to deal with that stuff. Is there much wiggle room on that 220?
Sure.
Okay. Let me see where I would need to be, if I was to buy it cash. Like if I'm buying it cash as is, and we're not dealing with any, real estate commission and none of that stupid stuff, so you could save some money. If I was to pay for all that and bought quickly, what's the best price you could do for me?
Okay, out of number. I don't know.
Okay. All right, let me just see what's going
Like
on.
I say, it does need, the pool needs painted,
Mm-hmm.
but I bought the paint, so I bought a new pump for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, it's more cosmetic things,
I gotcha.
and the bathroom, it does need a working over.
So you're saying mostly, so everything works in the property, it just needs a little bit of updating, like 2024?
That's what I'm saying.
I gotcha. So based on the square foot of your property, I think you said around 800, 900.
Yeah.
I need to calculate how much I would spend. So I'm thinking roughly around 25 grand on a property that, small or big.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So, I'm kind of working backwards. So if properties in your neighborhood are going for, I see this one went for 210. Another one went for 210. This one went for 195, but that's not a brick house like yours. Yours is all brick, right?
Not all brick now.
Okay, but it has brick. Okay, good. So I see some 190s, 210s. So
Got pillow windows throughout the house.
mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out, if going with a real estate agent might be a better option for you, but if you're in a rush to sell, I could definitely be a solution. It just comes at, a lower price, unfortunately.
Well, I can keep it in mind if you give me an offer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm just looking around the neighborhood real quick, on Zillow to see what's stuff's selling for over there. So I think your property fixed up, it could be worth, let me do some math real quick. Bear with me. I think if I fix up the property, it could be valued at around 220 maybe. So if I'm paying for the closing costs, I'm putting about $25,000 worth of rehab. I got my holding costs, why I, take a loan out to do the rehab. So I would need to be around, let's see here. So you're looking to get 220. I would need to be around, let's see. And this one's going to be hard. Because you still have that loan for 103. I would have to be around 130 if I was going to buy cash as is and all that stuff and nothing out of your pocket.
Most of that would go to the 103 IO. So
Yeah, so you would net about almost 30K minus any taxes and stuff like that if you owe any back taxes. So, if I was to give you 130, that will pay off your mortgage and you would pocket, 20-something thousand dollars.
I'll think about it. I'll call her and think about it.
Yeah, is it just you that own the property, or you got a husband or family members that need to talk about it too? What'd you say?
It's just me.
Oh, just you? Okay. Let me see here. Have you got any other offers on your property so far?
No, I just been asking around. I haven't really done anything yet.
I got you. You're kind of just getting the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
If you don't get, a higher price, what would be your next solution? Would you just get a real estate agent, or what would be, what would happen? I got you. Yeah, I feel confident around 130, you know, as a cash investor. That's kind of where I need to be in order for it to make sense for me. Because, you know, if you go on market, you know, you'll have to put some money in the property to get that 220 purchase price. Then you're going to minus, you know, the real estate commissions. And, you know, by the time you sell it on the market, you're probably going to be where we're at today with a cash offer anyways.
Well, like I say, I'm this is my first house, so I don't know how to sell anything.
Have you?
I'm just kind of calling around.
I see. Have you found the next property you're going to move into, or?
No.
Okay. Are you looking to buy or are you looking to rent?
No, I'm not looking to buy anything right now.
I gotcha. So you're looking to rent. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Let me make sure I have your email real quick, just so I could. Let me say it off real quick. Is it?
At Gmail, yeah.
All right, cool. What I could do is I could send an agreement over to you, you know, saying, hey, I'm willing to buy it at this purchase price, buy as is, and I could close in a few weeks to get you your money, and you could be, you know, out of the property, you know, super fast. And you could take a look at it. It's a quick 2-page document. And if that number seems like a good number to you, I just kind of want to go over what would be the next steps. You know, you would sign that agreement. I would coordinate with my team and you for us to come out to the property, verify the condition, say, hey, you know, you said, you know, it needs some work, but nothing major, mostly like cosmetics. We'll walk the property, you know, based on the quick walkthrough, be like, okay, yeah, this looks about 25K worth of rehab. You know, we feel confident, let's push forward. Then if, you know, we push forward, you know, we'll keep going with escrow and the title company, and you'll have your money probably about 2 weeks after our walkthroughs, if that sounds like a good scenario for you.
All right. Like I say, I'm just calling around saying.
Quick question as well, Sandra. If you got that 220, would you sign today? Like, are you that ready to sell the house, or you still need some time, even if you did get your price? Okay, so you're ready to go. You're just trying to get the best price that you can. I gotcha. Well, let me send an agreement over to you. And are you able to check it out tonight if I send it over to you? Okay, so I'll work on that agreement. I could send it your way. Then, you know, we could touch bases tomorrow. If it looks good, you know, just go ahead and sign it. If not, we could jump on a phone call and kind of go over, you know, if you like it, or if not, maybe we have another solution. But I could work on that and send it over your way, and we could chat tomorrow.
All right.
Thanks, Sandra. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll work on that and I'll send it your way. Bye-bye. That one's hard.
Brandon, I got feedback for that call. You build rapport after the offer. Why don't you build it before?
Because I just want to make sure
that her, so she wanted to get out of that call already.
No, yeah, I feel you. I don't know. I feel like if I built rapport, I'd be on the phone for 30 minutes. You know, just
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I do see your point. I do see your point.
Once you lowballed her, she wanted to get off the phone. She's not gonna look at your contract. 130 is way too low. You don't know what she want the money for. And then once she said no to your offer, then you started trying to build the rapport. You did it anyway. You should just take your time. It's not like you got 50 leads right now ready to go.
No, I got you. I think she just, I think she wants to sell. I just don't think she has knows her price, honestly, too, right?
What was the ARV? I don't know the property.
Yeah, so I'm looking at on that one on Privy, like a property right next to her sold for 120, 115. Then there's a 210, another 210. So they're all over the place, honestly, on this property. But I had ARV at 220, 25K worth of rehab, 130 contract price to seller, 10K wholesale fee, and it was about 28K profit. So it looked good on paper.
Yeah, she just owes too much. So
Yeah, like she owes 130. No. She owes
100.
103. Yeah.
So she's thinking about that 30K. What's she gonna do with it? Not much.
Yeah.
I see her situation. It's a tough. She's like at the middle point of her equity where.
She's got some, but it doesn't have too much.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah. I didn't really sense a lot of pain either, too. You know, honestly.
How long she's been in the property?
She said a couple years. Let me look it up real quick. Home details.
She said it to you. I don't know if she said 3 years or 30 years. But it's not 30 years.
2017.
Oh, 7 years. 7, 8 years.
Yeah. Yeah,
The ARV 220 is just tough.
Yeah. How much does she need in her pocket? Yeah, I should have asked her that. Like, okay, if 30K doesn't work in your pocket. I always forget about that too. Like, there's ways to pitch the numbers. Like, I pitched the numbers, but I could have just said, like, hey, I'll pay off that mortgage and put this much money in your pocket. I feel like that's easier to digest than just hearing a number, you know?
Yeah.
Like you said.
Yeah, because like Heido said, that she would like if you knew what she wanted, what she needed to do with the property, then you could be like, okay, if I can get that amount, would you be willing to sign today? And I think you would have hooked her for sure, just to get her understanding of what it is she needs to help her move on to the next chapter. Like maybe she would need like just 45, and if the number work at 45, you know, maybe that'll work. But
what market was it in?
It's in Ohio.
What part? Which Columbus is a big difference than.
Get my man Tyler on the phone.
I'll drop the address in the private chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think also you got to sell the illusion.
Yeah. Yeah, usually people talk more. Her, she's like kind of like, eh.
Yeah. Sure.
But,
Let me see if I could just buy a lead right now.
Do it. Okay.
Did you ask her where did she get the price from?
Yeah, I asked her, how did you come over that price? She's, oh, you know, what's been selling in the neighborhood. And I was like, yeah, I see that, but I also see some 120s, and that almost gave her a heart attack.
Yeah, she's like, what? I didn't hear that.
But then I was like, well, those are like, you know, more like, they look like manufactured homes kind of, but they're not. And yours is brick. So it's just weird. Like right next door, I see a 120. Then across the street, I see a 210. So it's like, they're so off.
Yeah, it's definitely 210. I think I've seen it now.
Yeah, I see a lot of 210s. So I might as well just play safe, 210. But you see a lot of hundreds too, huh? Like 115.
Yeah, it's small. Yeah. 195. Yeah, I got at 200. The active one's at 235. You bought it for 128. So your price is good.
I think my numbers were good. I think I just didn't build enough honor motivate. I think my numbers are good. It's just I paid too much more on the numbers than I did on the conversation, I think.
Yeah. You just wanted to go straight to the negotiation.
Yeah. Well, I haven't done it in a while. Like, man, I haven't been on a closing call in a while. I was like a little rusty.
No. Sometimes it happens to me. I don't call for a week. I go straight to the numbers, but that's like you rushing it. And even if they accept, they probably would ghost you or something. So I just take your time.
Yeah, because I like honestly, like I have my notebook, right, where I have notes and shit.
Yeah.
But if I just stuck to the CRM on my left side, I have quick notes, so that's more like after the call. But I have like name, motivation, asking price, Zillow price, ARV, repair cost, repairs needed, offer price, notes. Like I should have just stuck to that order.
Yeah.
But it's always hindsight.
Wait, is that like something you follow, like a not a script, but like?
It's more of a guideline because if I'm just writing notes freeballing, honestly, I only need to write down motivation. Honestly, I don't care about the recap, I don't care about none of that shit.
Exactly.
I say it, but when I'm on the phone, I forget it, and it happens. You know.
What I do I have
Mhm.
like a notepad. I have a bunch of open-ended questions, and whatever applies to the conversation, I just say it. So
Yeah,
I'll be
that's
like,
a
I'll be
good.
like, what's your plan? What was your plan for the property? Let's say they just bought it, and then they'll start telling me, oh, why they bought it, what was the plan, but it didn't go through, why I'm comping, or like
Mm.
a bunch of open-ended questions. And I'm still trying to learn more. Like I watch RJ and everybody, where when they say open-ended question, I'm like, oh, let me take that. Yeah, like instantly. Like Caesar has a couple good ones. When I watch him, I said, oh, let me take those open-ended questions.
And I think I need to ask more questions too. It just for me, I'm more worried about like fixing the puzzle than the
Yeah,
motivation
yeah.
in the questions. It's just hard. You know, it just wholesaling is hard, right? So I think I should have dug more on the motivation. Fuck, I don't even know what I was talking about. But yeah, definitely motivation
Yeah.
and just yeah, because like I'll write open-ended questions. So open-ended questions. There's this guy and his name's I think Brad in Sub 2 Closers Cafe. I don't know if they still do that, but we still chat on Instagram all the time. And he said, just ask questions that start with W. I'm like, I know about open-ended questions. I know that they teach you that at Salesforce, HubSpot, all that shit, right? I know the concept of it, but when you actually get down to open-ended questions on the phone, it's hard to come up with one. So he kind of dropped a nugget on me, which is like, ask questions that start with W. Like, where are you looking to move? Why are you looking to sell? What needs to be done with the property? What's broken?
Yeah.
And it kind of clicks
That's
in
a
my
good
head, like,
point.
what is W?
Yeah. Now you
But
think about it, yeah.
But yeah, if you guys got anything on the comments, as far as what questions you guys like to ask for opening questions, drop them in the chat. But yeah, opening questions are hard. Like, what I try to ask, like, oh, what if you don't sell it? What would you do? But I kind of spoke for her, and I always run in like I do that too much sometimes.
Yeah, and then that question you can't ask without building rapport.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, it's hard. Okay, so on to the next couple leads. What's up, Angel?
Hey, you guys are gonna
what's up?
for a while, right?
Yo.
All right.
Hey, cool.
I'll come back in 20 minutes. It's too windy out here. We'll go back home.
There you
Hey,
go.
Caesar.
What up?
Hey, real quick, man. I just got off the phone with our beach guy.
Yeah.
I even tried to point out to him because it dawned on me later. I was like, that really wasn't, I don't think exactly what they wanted us to do. I think they wanted us to add that in, not delete what we had and put it in. You know what I'm saying? I think it was in addition to, not instead of.
Okay.
But I just got off the phone with him, man. I said, I kind of played it off like I said, hey, I was just checking in with you, see what's going on. He was all breathing a sigh of relief from the election. He's like, I couldn't even watch the fucking TV last night. And I said, hey, man, I said, did you get a chance to look over that contract? He's all, no, I hadn't looked at it yet. And I said, well, I just wanted you to see what your $600 an hour talent was getting you, man. And he said, no, I got a deal on those. He said $400 a piece to look at the contracts. So $800, I'm all in on both of them. I was like, okay. I said, well, take a look and see if that's what you want to sign. I said, we get those locked up, we can go ahead and move forward. But I said, I wasn't sure if that, I did what you said, man. You told me to go ahead and do what they had. But I said, if you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. He hadn't looked at it yet, but we'll see if he catches it. Because I did want to set it up a little bit so he didn't think like, wait a minute, fucking around.
That's great.
Here.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
anyway,
cool, man. Let's see
all
what
right.
happens. Tell these guys
have
what
a good
happens.
time, man.
Funny.
It looks pretty.
I'll be
It
back
looks
on.
windy as hell where you are, man.
That's why I'm going back to my place. I'll see you guys in 20. Bye.
All right, man.
All right.
Okay, so she owes 103. Losing it. Damn, I didn't get really anything about her. Fuck. Don't you hate when you get off the phone? You're like, I really know nothing about this prospect.
I missed everything.
Dude, you were on the phone with that girl for a bit too, man.
Yeah, well, a lot of it was just the comps in the area and how much money I need to spend, but I always catch myself like I need to dig more in motivation. Like I think that's what's my Achilles heel. Because at first we're so worried about the numbers, right? Like You know, at first it was easy to build rapport, all that shit, you know, being from sub 2, because that's all you have, right?
Yeah.
Then you get into RJ's thing, you're like, fuck, I need to know the numbers.
Yeah.
And you know the numbers and you forget, okay, well, I need to do what Pace used to do, motivation, right? And it's just a bad habit to break.
You know, it's like Jerry Norton has been kind of crystallizing it for me a little bit lately. I've been watching some of his content, and he's like, the whole point of the low ball, he says it a little nicer than this, but he's like, the whole point of the low ball is to get at motivation. He's like, he's just literally cycling through them like as quick as he can. It's almost like he wants to shock them to see if they don't shock.
Like a
and then he'll pursue that one. Otherwise, he just discards it.
Yeah. Because honestly, when you think about it, there has to be motivation, because if there's no motivation, why the hell would you sell at a discount? Like,
exactly. And that's just, I think that's his point, is like, most of these are not going to want, he says it over and over. He's like, most of these are not going to want to sell to us. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He said, do you want to figure that out as quickly as possible and then get the hell down the road?
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people on the implementation calls, like I'm guilty of it back in the day, but if you're new, you know, a lot of people get so caught up with the nuances of like all these stupid laws, all this stupid shit, shit that doesn't even matter. Like, just look for motivation. If there's motivation, then dig into all the other shit. But you know, a lot of people will, you know, they'll get mental roadblocks, and the simple question is this seller motivated? Not really. Well, why are you looking into it so much? Like, they're not motivated. Like, give them a price and move the fuck on, because you're spending too much time.
Yeah.
I'm
blowing through it. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, and I think RJ says that in a way, which is perfect. It's just you have to be nice to people sometimes, which is, you know, I totally get it.
Yeah.
But like a lot of these speed bumps that people are having could just be dealt with. Hey, does this seller have motivation or not? If they're motivated, you know, okay, but the numbers will work itself out in the future, you know. But if there's no motivation, why the hell are you digging into the numbers?
Exactly. That's like, I just got off the phone with a guy while y'all were talking. I got a guy in Buffalo, New York. Turns out he owns a transmission shop. He flips houses as a hobby, has a handful of like 3 houses that he's doing. And as soon as I find out his wife's a realtor, we're done.
Yeah.
Is there anything else to talk about at that point? He's got all his bases covered. He did have one house he was offering an okay deal. Like, if you were a flipper local guy, or if you were maybe looking to buy that house yourself and finish it, live there, you know what I mean? It would actually be a good deal. Is it a good deal for us? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as you figure that out, get the hell off the phone.
Yeah.
That's
like, and it all goes back to like analyzing a deal. Like, I always go back to what I know is like stocks and crypto, right? So if someone's asking for Bitcoin at 100K, I'm like, that's not a good price. No, like, I'm not even wasting my time, because I know the fair market value of a stock or a crypto, right? But like on that one, you know, on that call, she wanted 220. I'm like, okay, without digging so far deep into the comps, I'm looking at Zillow. She's looking for 220, right? I'm looking at Zillow. Zillow's 212. Realtors,
215.
224. Realtor Redfin's at 228. So I'm like, she's asking for market. Like, I did not even look into comps, but I just know from a basic broad spectrum of like, she's asking retail. Okay, I need to dig into motivation. The numbers don't really matter, because the numbers won't work. I need to dig into motivation. So a lot of people I was guilty of this first, like, they'll get the address, they'll go into the comps, they'll go gnarly in the comps, but you just need a ballpark at first to see, hey, what bucket is this seller? Like RJ says, what bucket are they in? Are they in the bucket of prices way ridiculous? If so, dig into motivation. And sometimes I forget to get the shovel out.
Yeah, that's exactly what Jerry Norton is saying too, man. He's sitting there going, guys, why are you wasting time on comping anything? He's like, there's no point to comp if the motivation's not there. There's absolute 0 point. There's no point whatsoever.
And it's hard to come to that conclusion, because it takes a lot. Like, what sparked in my head was getting deals under contract too low or not working, and having to dispo those deals and just the rat race of that shit.
Oh yeah.
Going back to acquisitions, like, okay, well, dispoing was a pain in the ass. How do I prevent the bleeding on that in the future,
Yeah.
right? So you're just looking forward in the future of like, hey, well, all these deals didn't work because the price was too high, because the seller wasn't motivated enough, or shit didn't work out. So
Right.
going into future calls, you have to have that
Hey
forethought in
Siri,
mind
start a
of,
15-minute countdown.
you have to have that forethought of, hey, this seller's not motivated. I need to get him lower. And if it's not lower, it's going to be a pain in the butt to dispo it in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All of my deals, I think I've locked up five so far, and every fucking one of them I came in too high. You know what I mean? I locked them up too high. To your point about dispo, I just got burned in dispo, like trading out my reputation, looking like a mudslinger, wasting everybody's time, wasting my time. Like, I mean, just hours and hours of just getting your nose bloodied. And I was like, so I'm getting it through my head. It is weird, I think, because you get so appreciative of anybody that talks to you halfway nice.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I can turn this into a deal. And it's like, you're not going to do jack shit unless they got their 4th DUI and they're going to jail. What are you doing with the house? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I feel like a lot of people, like on the calls, this used to be me, like you guys could probably say it too. Were you guys in this boat where you got one deal and that was your whole world, right? And you only focus on that deal. You didn't really look at other deals, but if you did, you know the deal you're working is probably not a good deal. So they're putting so much emphasis on one deal when you should go work in other deals and just let your, like, you have to have other horses in the race, right? So if you're so caught up in one deal, you're putting too much emotion into it and you're trying to make that deal work where it should just work if it's a good deal.
Yeah. The one thing I saw on the dispo side is if you have a good deal, it'll sell itself.
Yeah, mostly, yeah. You got a good
They
deal.
were all willing to talk to me, and they all told me, almost all of them told me what the numbers would have been. So it was very, at this stage in the game, for me, it was educational, if nothing else. But it did impress upon me, these people exist. They are actively buying. You're just in way too high. You actually don't have a deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if you had a deal, those guys would buy it all day long.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, all right, I'm gonna get back on the horn.
Someone called me and call him back. Hello, Frank. This is Brandon. I had a missed call from this number. Oh, is that the one? Let me see. I don't know if that one's still active anymore.
But it says to call you.
Yeah, did you find it on Investor Lift?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me see. Let me see if that one's still active. Are you a sub 2 buyer?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
And I also do some wholesaling, but the reason I'm calling is I wanted to see if you guys have anything like that in Sacramento. I'm looking for a primary residence for my girlfriend and I.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of because of the fact that I'm a 1099 worker as a wholesaler.
Oh, cool.
I don't qualify for traditional financing, so sub 2 and seller finance are the ways to go.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, totally. Yeah, on this one, I have that deal and another one, but it's kind of shitty, bad neighborhood. So I don't have any deals in that area that you're looking for.
Okay.
I would recommend. Are you in the sub 2 community as well?
I'm not. No. So I work for a company called Joe Homebuyer.
Oh, cool.
We're a nationwide franchise, but we control the Sacramento territory. My boss owns a franchise out here, so we wrap things in sub 2 as well and take them down and either flip them or wrap them or just wholesale them in general. But no, I'm not. None of us are actually in the community itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was gonna just say, like, if you were in that community, I would just make a post like, "Hey, does anyone have sub 2 deals in this area?" But if you have access to an Investor Lift, a lot of deals are on there as well.
I figured, yeah.
How soon are you looking to buy?
Well, I'm ready to pull the trigger on something if it fits the right parameters. I'm actually headed to go look at a property, at least tentatively, a little bit later today in West Sacramento with my girlfriend.
Oh, cool.
It's a newer build property. They're asking for about 5% down, 3% interest rate. So seems like a great opportunity, but unfortunately the layout from the pictures doesn't look to be the best for us. So killer seems like it'd be a killer deal, but not for us. So
I would maybe
look at it and just kind of open up here. Yeah.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is, if you want to send me your like all your info, and like what area you're looking for via text, I could post in the sub 2 community like, hey, I got a buyer in this area who's got a deal. I would also, if you're not in the free sub 2, maybe joining that and making a post in that community to see if anyone is actively dealing with sellers in that area you're looking to buy as well.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I've got to first come to terms with the fact that life without social media is not good for business.
Right.
I am. I've been out of social media for about 2 years now, but there's so many things nudging me back in just for business purposes.
Right. Especially wholesaling.
Building a system. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. No doubt. Where are you from? Are you in the area?
Yeah, I'm in San Diego, but we do nationwide. So, you know, I mostly just wholesale.
Oh, cool. I love San Diego. I think that's kind of like a dream place where my girlfriend and I would like to go. I think first my primary residence out here in Sacramento, being near the family, then considering either Santa Cruz or San Diego as we get a little bit older. And, you know,
San Diego's awesome. I'm always looking for deals out this way. Like, if there's a sub 2 deal, I'll buy it out here for sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. It's beautiful weather. Nice little downtown area. Yeah, for sure. It's a highly coveted place.
Totally. But yeah, I would just send me your info, then I could make a post in sub 2 to see if anyone's got any deals active. Then on your end, maybe look at Investor Lift or the free sub 2 community to see, maybe make a post in there. But yeah, I could shop around. I got some buddies up in Northern California, so maybe they might have something, you know, or working on a deal.
Yeah, that would be great, man. I'll shoot you my info.
Yeah.
And then if for some reason you ever need some assistance, boots on the ground up here. I live in Lodi.
Oh, sick.
I have my office in Sacramento. So anything, you know, pretty much from Stockton, an hour south, a couple hours north. If you need boots on the ground, would love to potentially JV on something sometime.
Hell yeah, bro.
Really big buyers list. We host investor meetups and big player out here. So would love to help you. But I'll shoot you my info now. That way, hopefully we can work together.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. Thanks for the call.
All right. Appreciate your time, Brandon.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. So maybe you have a buyer. I just don't know any deals up there.
Where was he looking? What part of California? Or was he looking somewhere like Sacramento?
Yeah. I have 2 deals in Oakland, but they're JV deals with my buddies, but I think they died because I haven't heard from them in a while. I'm in Lodi. Nice. You got any deals out there? Sub 2? Jess? Okay, so this one needs comping in a contract. Okay, profit calculator. Okay, so I got all the info. Okay, I think we got 2 more leads to call to. New ones. Cincinnati.
Anybody in the call?
Nope.
You guys help me out with the Chicago deal. I'm getting a little bit of. I'm gonna put it down in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a very, very small. There we go. I'm not getting that many comps in the area. On PropStream, I'm getting 1 house. on batch leads, I'm getting a few more, but not in the same subdivision. If anybody knows, if anybody's got privy, maybe something will come up on that one. I called the guy. He said he's busy. I got to call him back in 10 minutes.
Did he give you a price yet or not yet?
No. I wasn't able to get him on the phone with enough time to be able to get that far. The thing with him is, though, I checked the house. I was just in Chicago. This one's in Chicago over the weekend, and that house is actually boarded up. So no one's living there. It's vacant. I know that he owes some money on it, but I think the ARV is in the mid 200s.
Yeah, there's quite a few that pop up on privy in the surrounding area.
If I can get anywhere below.
How many square feet is it?
About 850, 60.
Oh, so yeah, it's on my
previous one.
It was wrong.
He listed it as a 3-1 on speed to lead, but it's coming up as a 2-1.
Oh yeah, I never look at that stuff when they put it in. It's always wrong. I never look at that. The stuff they provide, I never look at it because it's always wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just comp on Zillow. It's easier.
I was going to look at that, but it's not coming up on anything as far as Zillow is concerned. They have no Zestimate.
Oh yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, and nothing on Realtor.com as well. I mean, they're putting up a 156, but I think the guy owes 155, according to Batch, as the mortgage balance. But like I've said, I think I've got an estimated value at this point of about 250 to 270. I'm just, if we get anywhere with just letting him walk with what he owes, that might be a good deal.
So you said square foot was less than 1,000?
Yeah, it's about 864, I think, from what I can tell on PropStream. Or 654, actually, 654.
Really?
That's tiny.
Wait,
Lot size is
Zillow
over
says
3,000.
11. PropStream's probably wrong.
So Privy has it at 654. Yeah, lot 3075. Is it a 1-story or 2-story?
It's it looks like it's a 1-story, but it does have a basement, and I've got a
I think it looks like a 2-story.
It does look like a 2-story, but
yeah,
it just looks that way, I think, unless it's got an attic or something.
Yeah,
well, it's got there's a window 13 feet in there,
Right. Maybe you can get a small cot in there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's talking about as far as the third bedroom.
But I'm looking at solds over there. The highest sold was like 165 based on that square footage.
Mm-hmm.
But right by him, there's one for 23K, 25K, 75K. Well, those are across the street.
Yeah, I saw that. I was thinking about getting him something like that, but I think he owes a lot more than that. It's coming up as 155 with the balance that he owes.
Yeah, I just confirmed the square footage from him. Like, hey, what is this?
Yeah.
So it's right below that park. Yeah, I'm seeing solds. This one's brick for 165. This one's brick for 140.
There you go. Those are the ones I was noticing on Batch.
You got one for sale, right?
You got one for 105 on Michigan Avenue. There's one for 105. December last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll just call him, make sure you got the right square footage and the bedroom count, and then work the comps. Because if it's like 700 square feet, that's gonna be hard because a lot of these are 950 for 120, 990 for 145 on market.
I'm thinking I'd offer him like 90. 90 to 95
Yeah, depending on the rehab, yeah.
is what I'm looking at. And it doesn't look that bad. I saw pictures of the inside. It doesn't look that bad. The flooring is fine. The paint inside is fine. If anything, it would probably need some windows and maybe some touch up on the roof, but I don't see it as a major tear down at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give an extra 5 minutes here. Timer is almost up.
New leads.
I got this one with my code yesterday for $100. It was I think 270. I got it for $100.
Oh, you got that exclusive discount?
Yeah, plus the 48-hour lockdown, so no one else can see this for 2 days.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool because I've been trying to get a hold of the guy since yesterday.
Yeah,
Let's see if I can record this one on Loom.
Let's see. Record.
So let me call this new lead. Zillow's 860. Mind. Realtor. Redfin. Okay, cool. Alfred.
Zillow has it at 1,156 square feet as a 3-bedroom, 1.5 baths. They don't have a Zestimate, and the 2022 county assessor has it at $25,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd wait to actually get confirmation from him.
Right. I'm gonna have to talk to him
because you don't want to do comps on bad data. You just want to kind of get a ballpark first on the before a call. Yeah, I used to comp before, just like, what if they don't pick up ever?
Which happens all the time.
Right. So I'm like, I don't mind putting in like Zillow price, Redfin price, Realtor price, and ballpark price, just to give me some. It's mostly a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll admit it. Okay, let's see if Alfred picks up.
The person you're trying to reach.
Come on, Alfred.
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hello, Alfred. This is Brandon Clark. I was calling about your property. Saw you just entered on one of my sites that you're looking to sell. If so, give me a call back, 760-823-8311. Thank you. Okay, let's send an email and a text. I don't think we got an email on that one. Nope, we'll just text them then. Okay, let's see here. Hello, Alfred. Hello, Alfred. My name is Brandon Clark. Check on my property still looking to sell. Send. Called, left, voicemail, SMS. Number 6. A 5-hour follow-up.
Hello, you have reached Ronnie. I'm sorry, I'm unavailable to accept your call.
There we go. Unavailable.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Nice. Okay, I got another lead. Okay, let's see. This one's in Colorado. Yeah, Street View. Street View looks good. Looks like a normal suburban neighborhood. It's listed for rent right now. Okay. Yeah. So there's no Zillow estimate on that one. Redfin. No info. Anything. Okay.
This guy.
Okay. Time to call.
This is Brad Robinson. How may I help you?
Hey, Brad, this is Brandon Clark. I was calling about your property. Saw you just entered it on one of my sites or something like that. You still looking to sell that property?
No. I'm renting it out now, so it's not for sale.
Oh, it's not for sale. Okay. If anything changes, let me know then.
Yep. Sure.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Refund.
Nope. I was like, oh, not interested. I don't want
Oh,
to like
thank
that
God.
yesterday. Yeah, I had North Carolina property. Oh yeah. Finally got a hold of her. She's like, no, I'm not interested in selling anymore. Okay. Sounds good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get $100 back.
Yep.
So I talked November 6th. Said not for sale. Renting it out. Yeah. So right now I'm just taking notes. So next time I talk to this person, probably put them in a like 90-day. So that person, I'll put them in a 60-day call, 30-day auto SMS. Okay. That works. Day call. November 6th said not for sale. I get refund.
Hello, you have reached Maureen Beats. I can't come to the phone right now. If you'd like to leave a message, I'll return your call as soon as I can. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hey, Maureen, Inspector, just giving you a call back. Just following up on that property over there on Denville that you were looking to sell. Just seeing if you're still interested in selling, or did you actually end up listing it? Give me a call back. Love to be able to chat with you about it. Hope to talk to you soon. Take care. Like this lady, like so many messages. She's like calls me, she'll text me, and then she won't, and she'll ghost me. I'm like,
Dang it.
come on, like you just text me back, I'm calling you back, and then now you're not answering the phone.
I don't know what's up with people. They input all their info. They want to sell. They go through all that trouble, and then they don't want to talk to you.
Right.
I just tried calling the guy. The guy won't pick up.
Yeah. I was telling Brandon before you came back. I was like, just been trying to get a hold of this lady, Maureen. And like, we talked once. She's like, yep, it's ready for sale. And then she'll text me back, and then I'll call her back, and she won't answer. I'm like, can we stop playing the musical phones? I was like, come on, answer the phone. It's like,
yeah, one never knows.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Right now I'm processing that refund.
I'm gonna start calling my callbacks. See if they answer.
Like pick up the phone.
She listed this.
And I'll have to pick up a few more leads today. So I'm tired of calling back the same ones over and over, and no one ever picks up.
I do that?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. You're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Yeah, hi, Junie. This is Angel. I called you yesterday a couple of times. I was trying to get a hold of you. I filled out a form on my website. You wanted to sell Dalview Street. And so I wanted to find out if there's any way that you can give me a call back. My number is 817-349-6138. Again, my name's Angel. I was calling you because you spoke to Fiona, my partner, and you were looking to sell your house. Angel 817-349-6138. Thank you.
Refund submitted. Shit. Okay. So refund submitted. Cool.
November 6th, 2024.
Already, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the dates of all the people, on Speedily to give it like a mini CRM where you get input info and drop whatever comments on the notes you want. And a lot of these people, I remember sending them a lot of text messages and emails and phone calls in October and I still can't get a hold of him. Now it's November, November 6th. Still can't get a hold of him. It's pretty cool how you can leave notes on here. At least you're not completely lost.
Yeah.
It's nice. This lady, Junie, is right there in Houston. And the house is vacant. I'm trying to get a hold of her all this time. I actually purchased it on the 4th. So today is the last day before it goes back on the market. Got to get a hold of her.
Oh my God, Maureen text me back. Look at that. Okay.
Come to the voicemail.
7655
Is not available. Please leave your message after the tone. After you have finished your message, just hang up. Or to hear more options, please press 1.
Yes, hi, David. This is Angel. I called yesterday and the day before. It seems like you spoke to my partner, Maria. You had filled out your information on one of my websites about wanting to sell your house over there on Meridian. Is there any way that you can give me a call back? I'd love to talk to you about that. My number is 817-349-6138. And you can call me at any time. I'm actually looking to buy in the Quad area. And so if you can give me a call as soon as you can, we can discuss this. All right. Again, my name's Angel. Number is 817-349-6138. Thank you.
Long-term follow-up.
Okay, cool. Hopefully you can appreciate that.
Is Caesar on or?
Your call.
What?
Yeah, he helped out on his own channel.
I'll probably stay on for a little bit longer. Not too long though. Let's see. I'll drop his link on. Let's see.
All right.
Let's see here. Copy. I'll probably end mine, and I'll just jump on his until we get done.
Mm-hmm.
I get done. I mean, all right. So here's if you guys want to. I'm just gonna do a lot of follow-ups for the next probably 20 minutes. But if you guys are still watching and want to jump on Caesar's channel, here's for us right here. Here's the back room. But if you guys want to jump on Caesar's channel and watch it, let me get Caesar's YouTube real quick. I'll drop it. There he is. So we're gonna move to Caesar's channel. Here's his YouTube. in the chat. If you're jumping on the back office, back of things, I put the StreamYard in there. So I'm going to end this. Thanks everyone for showing up today. I'll be back on tomorrow in the morning again. Thanks to you guys for showing up. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on Caesars for a little bit.
All right.
This in like 2
That's
seconds.
good.
See you guys over there. You guys got the link?
Yeah.
Chat.
Yeah.
Wait, let me copy it. Awesome. See you guys. I'll see you over
Right.
there. In stream.